Hmm. Oh my goodness. Oh, there we are. Okay. I noticed my mouth was flapping, but no words come out. That, nothing I said was really worth hearing, so that's fine. But, uh, listen, that's the problem you run into using these old TV sets to stream. Um, Sometimes the sound just cuts off. Sometimes one of the vacuum tubes blows, and you lose one of the channels. Oops. I was just saying, I hope everyone's been having a good day. Me, not so much. Not been having the best day. I was commenting how, I don't know how many streams that recently I've started with, like that. But today was less. But I feel like recently it's been more anxiety. Whereas today was full on, just like, I'm mad. Oh boy, am I mad. So, I did. I was like, you know what? I could draw, but I really just want to take it easy. So I don't normally do this, but played some Fortnite. Just kind of on my own. I was explaining to a friend, the over-under on Fortnite is like either I'm literally just messing around in the game or I win a round. So it's like the house always wins, except I'm the house and what I'm winning is serotonin. And I did. Here's the thing. I never win Battle Royale solo. I did manage to win a game of Fortnite solo. And I did a pretty good job, honestly. I did some cool things. Of course, I wasn't streaming it, but that's how that stuff goes. If I wanted to stream being good at games, I wouldn't do what I'm about to do and partake in some Mario World. Mario World. Where I have notedly died several times. So, like, I did stream some game I practiced. Imagine, I mean, I guess I kind of do that now, but imagine if, like, could you imagine, like, being like, I can't mess up on the stream, so I will practice every gameplay segment I plan to do before stream repeatedly. Some people probably do that. Considering how some people's draw is that they are good at games, it wouldn't shock me if some people were like, I need to like practice not speedrunners, just people playing a game, being like, I need to like practice beforehand so that way I'm not messing up too much on screen. Also, death counter. Remember, death counter. Okay. Another thing, forget what I think. This sucks. I just want to say, this level we're about to do, bad. We got to the start of it, and I stopped stream there last time, and there's a reason for that, which is that the very concept of the level we're about to enter is not cool, is not okay, is not kosher. It's a boo house, except there's just a wall of booze that appears as an overlay sometimes, and it damages you. Sweet Christ. If we keep okay. Yeah, uh-huh. Okay, I'm gonna go. Listen. Okay. I kind of want to go back and get Yoshi, but we'll try and do it with just what the level gives us. Let's see if Nintendo actually had my best of interest in heart designing this. Oh, and also I didn't update the death counter. Well, I'll do it in a minute. Anyway, let me see if Nintendo actually had my best of interest in designing this and has made it where the level is winnable in some way or another. Oak. Oh, wait. On several occasions. Yes. I don't know why it's like. Okay. Oak is here. And also, am I in the
Hi.
wrong channel?
Yep.
Okay, goodbye. I was in the wrong
Oh,
voice chat for that.
hey.
Hello, oh my goodness, what are you doing here?
What are you doing
What are
here?
you doing here?
What's cooking, sugar tits?
Not much. My nipples feel perky after that sentence. Anyway.
Oh.
Oh, have you ever played Super Mario World?
Yep.
Do you remember this level?
Oh, sorry. I was speaking in VC, but I guess you couldn't hear me.
What's that?
Um, but I love this level.
You love this level? But it's bullshit. Well, okay, wait. I think I found the strat. I can just move in a line. Never mind. Why do you love this level, Oak? Why do
I
you
don't
love this
know.
level?
It holds a lot. Like whenever I think of Super Mario World, I think of a few levels in my mind, in my formative memories,
And this is
and
one of
this
them.
is one of them.
You know, it occurs to me. I don't know if new Super Mario Bros. Like the titles they've recently released give any explanation as to like the setting and stuff like that. But it does occur to me. I was thinking about this the other day. Like even though Mario's not a series known for its continuity and story, um,
Hmm.
like the first couple games do give you an explanation as to where you are and why it looks different each time. Because the first Mario is the Mushroom Kingdom, as we know. Mario saves the mushrooms. Um, and
Yeah.
then and then the game after that is a dream. It's not real. Mario 2 is a dream, fake. It's fiction. It was made by a writer. Um, I'm going to go back and get some cat power ups. Mario 3 is a stage play. It is not actually the Mushroom Kingdom. It is a play of the Mario Bros. Saving multiple kingdoms, and then this is Dinosaur Island. And I don't know what the next
Hmm.
Mario game, the mainline Mario game, would be after this. So
It
bite
would
me,
be 64, I think.
would it? And that's just
Yeah.
Peach's Castle. And honestly, like they've changed the layout a bit, but Peach's Castle is pretty consistent, especially when you take
I
into account the fact that she has two of them apparently. So
I love Peach's. Yeah, Peach's Castle in 64 is very nice, and I really like the recreation of it in Paper Mario as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna play that. My plan is to, because I brought it up with you guys that I was like I should play, what's it called? I should play Mario RPG. Well, I was saying I need to play Paper Mario, and then after it, not do Thousand Year Door ever. Only Origami King, just to really upset people, and then uh, but then I realized that the RPG remake is coming out soon, so I'll just do like all three
Hmm.
of those in a row. A sequence of Mario RPGs, if you will. Will you?
So I'm not gonna sit here and let you slander Origami King.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
S-
I'm sorry. Okay, I get it.
Slander.
I do get it. You know, Mario RPG fans had something good. They want it back. Um, but I feel like they write off any like anything that's not Thousand Year Door. And like I've seen footage of Thousand Year Door. It doesn't like I'm not just like, oh my goodness, you're right, the greatest game of all time. He fights a blooper in the thing. Honestly, I kind of like Origami King leaning more into the Paper Mario aesthetic, because no, the paper aesthetic, because Thousand Year Door. I'm like, none of this is paper. Hold on a minute. It doesn't look like paper right there. That just looks like a box.
This is like
A
a box. There's
geometrical
also
box.
just a lot of really nice world humor
What in Origami King?
in Origami King. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so like I have not seen any of Color Splash or Sticker Star, so I'm willing to maybe grant, like I've heard Barry multiple times be like, yeah, they messed up with those two, and like I get that. I can get if like they replace the RPG formula with something worse, then that's one thing, but like um Origami King kind of being this pseudo RPG, uh, what's it called? Puzzle game. I don't think is necessarily like that is a lateral move. It is not a you ruined it. What have they done? You've got to be kidding me. I don't. Why? How? How do people do this level? I must know. There's secrets, and there's a boo right there, and there's not. Okay, so they're not just spawning on top of me, and where they think I'm gonna. Okay, I literally don't know it.
I don't think I ever bring a Yoshi through this level.
You don't. You're just that
No.
good. You don't need a bunch of extra hits.
It's not that. It's that you're like the biggest target when you're on a Yoshi.
That's true. And I'm the smallest target when I'm at my most vulnerable. I love you, Pig. Pig is lurking. Oak, what are you up to? Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I really am.
It's going great.
Can I just say, I have heard. I'm almost certain it's a bit, like to a degree. Like, I don't know if he. I need to add like the 95. We are not getting. I wanted to go under 100 deaths, but at this point, fucking this level, this got. But anyway, but you know Jackass Oak.
Yes.
I've heard Steve-O make fun of people who play video games on several occasions, despite playing video games himself on most of those occasions. And while he may probably be rich, I'm also not about to take life advice from Steve-O, given just the things I've seen him commit to. So, you know?
I mean, like, I give that like a I give him a second chance these days because he had the worst drug problem
yes.
back then, and he has since corrected all of that.
Why, Mr. Boo? Why? Anyway, yeah, for sure. He has sage wisdom these days, but still, I feel like in general, if I was like, what should I do with my life right now? Person I'm asking advice from, and they said not to play video games, but I also knew that person had their nutsack destroyed multiple times on camera.
Tied fireworks to their penis.
Yeah.
And...
If I knew if it was like, well, you shouldn't play video games. You should, however, do drugs and grievously injure yourself. I'd be like, honestly, I don't care if it's like more boring. I'd rather play the video games actually. Like, I know he got paid for it, but like, as an action, if I get to choose how to truly live my life, then under no circumstances would I like to do most of the stuff Steve-O did. You know, I would rather just play boring video games, even if it means I get no pussy.
You know what? I would not associate. That's a strange association you've drawn there.
What? Getting no pussy?
Comparing that to the shit that the cast of Jackass have done.
Well, I mean,
I don't think there's a correlation.
No, well, the correlation is just that Steve-O was like, people don't play video games, and I'm like, Steve-O, the stuff you've done, I never want to do that ever. That's what I'm saying. It's like,
right.
if Steve-O is saying don't, and he's not, again, I'm like, the tism is activating. I don't know if it's a bit, but whether or not it is, if it's play video games or do a Jackass, I think I'd just rather play the video games. Actually, so this is just 80s Flappy Bird, and I'm upset. Also,
This
even
level's
though
really getting to you, huh?
yeah, because how are you supposed to know anything? I just run into Boos. Are they gone? Are they... Oh, okay, we're done. Okay, maybe you're just supposed to sprint through that part, and I'm a dummy. You know? Maybe it's on me. I don't know how much you've been here for the other streams, Oak, but the Boo houses, I've really just been the bane of my existence.
I haven't been here too much, but I see the death counter, so I can only imagine what you've gone through.
That's fine. I mean, to be fair, like, I feel like this was the last time Mario was like, we're going to make a, like, challenging platformer for the kids to play, you know? Like,
Yeah.
After this, they were just like, how about we go a bit easier? How about we go a bit easier on everyone, you know? Like, after this, they were just like, make it a bit more kid-friendly. Is it about to rain Koopas on me? What is this level? Literally, what?
Yeah, like, do you see why this this
I mean, I
level
see
is
where I
so,
left a
like...
mark on you.
Yeah.
That's for sure. I don't understand why they made it. This literally feels like obviously it's not this hard. I've said during these I'm not going to do Kaizo just because of like the dexterity required. I don't know how to do like the shell grab and such.
Mm-hmm.
But fucking, it feels like Kaizo just with like the randomness of it, where it's like room of invisible booze and then falling Koopas, and I'm like, what are you doing? What is happening?
Yeah, no, the fucking the no wonder it's a ghost ship.
Yeah, is
The
that the
death that's
crew?
waiting for you in the ocean.
Yeah, is the Koopas the crew of this former Bowser airship falling to their deaths? Because, oof. Was Bowser
It's
airship introduced in Galaxy, and then they were just like, he does airships now. Bowser's Final Fantasy.
like just the ship like the ship version
Yeah,
of the
you
ship.
know, the ship. Oh, I know it was
Yeah,
three because they had.
not like the clown car.
Yeah, because the clown car's here. But I just remembered in
Right.
3 they had levels where you were like on Bowser's like invading fleet.
Fleet. Yeah.
Yeah,
His
yeah,
fleet
like a whole
his fleet of a single 2x4
Yeah,
with a with a
with a
jet
gun on
engine
top
it.
of it.
Yeah.
The 2x4s, gun.
Yep.
Fucking,
A hole for a Monty mole.
yeah. Fucking. Oh wait, Mr. Mushroom, please come back. I love you, Mushroom.
Yeah, like what the fuck is this room?
I know. I don't know what's happening.
Right?
Ooh, even better. This level.
You get an extension on your life insurance.
I know, honestly. This level both like kind of. I don't want to say delights me. It makes me it makes me think. Green.
It's so weird.
Green orb. I've always wanted green orb. That was the end? How was that the end? Why was that?
You got the green orb. Go fuck yourself.
You got Mario's famous green orb, the one he ends every level collecting. That's a Mario. That's
Whoa,
some.
is that a green orb? Come on in, buddy.
That's some. That's some like Mario 2.
Yeah.
Like this is Mario's fever dream. Time to collect Birdo's orbs and go into the Eagle. Honestly, oh, did you know that the Mario 2 in Japan was actually a game called Doki Doki Literature Club? Good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't care what that like original game is, cause in the canon of Mario 2 being just a fever dream that Mario has of just like different weird things he can think of is so much better than whatever other NES game story they can come up with. They've accidentally made a very fun like concept for a Mario game, and they used it on a reskin of a different game. So there you go. Also, oh, question. Do you know where the switches are in this game? Gesundheit.
Sorry, I like... Okay, so I never
dying.
answered your original question of what am I up to. I'm recovering from dinner.
Okay.
So I forgot. Like I made spaghetti for dinner, and I forgot that the only serving size I know how to make for spaghetti is
Is
too
many.
much.
Someone likes green a lot.
Um,
Green is pretty. I do like green. I'm not gonna lie.
so you're looking for the switches.
Yeah, just
Okay,
like
so you're
one
looking
or
for the switches, like the palace switches. Yeah.
yeah.
Actually, there's one in.
Is
You're
it
actually
this?
pretty close to one of them right
Yeah, is
now.
it the pipe in the cave?
Yeah.
Okay, because at first I thought that was Star Road, but if this is a switch, then I
No.
would like to do it
That
because
one
I
goes to, I believe, the most useful one, the based one.
okay the hyper based
Well, okay, hold
Mario
on.
Bros.
You
Switch.
gotta define cave. You gotta define cave. This level, yes. This one goes to Star Road because that one branches off to the left.
Damn it!
Um, I thought you meant
In the level
back in the second area.
in the second area. Gotcha. I thought that one went to Star Road.
No,
Gotcha. Okay.
Nabi, Nabi.
Okay. Oops. I made a mistake. Oh, I did a little
Come
fucky.
back, Yoshard.
No! No! No!
Yoshard. No.
Sweet
It's
Christ,
all
no!
fucked. It's all gone to fuck.
It's all gone to fuck shit. No! But what have you been up to in general, Oak? You know, in a general sense.
I'm just playing some Final Fantasy 14.
Oh,
While I'm
oh yeah,
trying
you do.
to like.
You do post a lot of Final Fantasy 14. You're like, look at
I
Final
do.
Fantasy 14. I'm like,
Look at it.
oh,
Look
my,
at it.
that's a game.
Oh,
That's a video game if I've ever seen one.
Yep, the video game of all time.
Um,
I got another interview this week.
that's very good.
Someone reached out to me today,
I'm this
so that's pretty exciting.
do not feel bad about this.
Okay.
Was like the stuff I'm feeling awful about today is job stuff, and I'm not gonna get into it. But I'm just like, well,
Yeah, fuck.
I'm just like,
I'm sorry to hear that.
no, you're good. But you know, I'm just like, at least one of us is do better than me, Oak. Is all I'm gonna say. Make sure your
Okay.
ducks are in a row as you're trying to
Got
get to a
it.
new job. Really count those ducks.
Okay.
Also, when you
Zero.
say
I
when you
don't-
say second area, do you mean like around the lake and everything where I was getting power ups?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the cave. In that part is where there's a.
The cave, the level in that part.
Yeah,
I see.
the one auto scroller.
I don't. Oh, I do remember it. And that branches off into a
The Switch Palace.
Twitch Palace. You got it.
Yep.
Oh,
It certainly does.
you're so smart. Classic Nintendo games. How'd you get so smart, Oak? How'd you get so super smart? Answer me that. Boom boom ba da 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 da. Cocked.
Fact.
Hello, it's time to. Okay, Princess Peach, we're gonna draw some NSFW art. Okay, with Mario?
Okay.
No, never with Mario. Never with Mario. You wash your mouth before you assume we'll ever draw you and Mario in an intimate or loving nature. Never.
Mario's not that kind of plumber.
Mario is asexual at best, and everyone wants Bowser caught. Everyone wants Bowser Dong.
Bowser Dog. Give me the Bowser Dog.
Why was I like, oh, I should jump into that bat. That bat? My face. It's time. Okay, all I have to do is not die for the rest of it. I have been looking up walkthroughs while doing this. Because I'm just like, you know, I can figure stuff out. I am doing it for fucking Bowser. Like, it's another Lost Woods level. Like, I went on a rant about this when we did it in the first Lost Woods. But Bowser's level is just like, go through the entire thing and guess a hallway. And I'll be like, fuck you! Fuck you!
Ew.
I don't feel like guessing your stupid hallways. Just give me challenging platforming segment.
So like, this game has a similar one
What's
where you
that?
get to choose, or like you go into Bowser's Castle and it's like, you want to go through door one, 2, 3, or
Yeah, that's what
4?
I'm talking about.
Choose.
That's what I'm
But
talking about.
like, there's no wrong answer because they all go to the
Oh,
next
there's
area.
not? Okay, then I won't look up a walkthrough.
Because
Also,
then
I
you
need...
get come at the other side and you're like, oh, you want to go in 5, 6, 7, or 8.
Okay, gotcha.
And then
Okay,
those
I
all go
thought
together.
it was like a combo lock. Or just
No,
like...
it's more like choosing. It's more like pick your hell.
I gotcha. Also, I'm assuming this... One of these orange tubes is it. Not that orange tube. Not that orange tube. And also, Yoshi's gone. Yoshi, you're back! Wait, Yoshi, come to me, my love! No! I'm really screwing the pooch here.
Oh,
What?
I'm really having sex with the dog here, Scoob.
No, don't. No, stop.
No, Reggie.
Stop. Is this a secret? This looks like a secret exit. Of some kind.
Dispatch that loser. Yeah, it's up there.
It's up? Oh!
It's
and
up.
I have to... Oh!
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 Fuck! Shit! Damn it! Why?
I mean, you can abandon Yoshi to get up there.
Oh, you're right.
You just gotta use your platform and chops.
Use my own power. I just gotta figure it out.
Also, it's very possible that topmost block in the staircase is a vine. You just bop the bottom.
Well, it doesn't
one,
fucking
you just
matter if
bop
it's a
it.
vine, because I'm the best. I'm the best
There
flyer.
you go.
Yeah, I'm the best flyer
Right.
you've ever seen.
You found the clitoris.
I found the green mushroom clitoris. Oh, fantastic. I love it when clitori look like green switches.
Okay. You know what? I'm taking it back. I've revoked your discovery.
No, think of... You can't do that. No!
No.
You can't do this to me. Blah. Okay.
So like, are you just going for a clear, or are you gonna go complete every stage?
No, I mean, I was thinking about it when it looked like I could do this in 2 streams, but at this point, I'm like, you know. I have like, we've done extra bits, you know? Like, I've gone around and done stuff, but at this point, it would probably be, I've done stages I don't need to, I've done stages I need to. At this point, it's probably better just to head for Bowser and take the sucker out. Because, I mean, the point of this isn't Cahill is so good at Mario World. Clearly, the point of this is Mario Wonder is coming out. Let's play old platformers.
Let's play old, yeah.
I'm probably...
Well, hey, if you're ever looking for an incentive where you suffer, I mean, you can always just kind of be like, hey, I'll play through Star Road.
I could.
Like, that place has some special horse piss.
Gotcha. Maybe we'll do this. I'll see. I might treat myself because I want to go to an old retro game store, but I was probably gonna play Mario 3 next, and I don't like Mario 3 as much, simply because it is an equally long game with no save function, and I find that untenable. But there is All Stars, and All Stars is on the Wii, so if I go to like an old game store. Nope.
Yeah.
Die, bot, die. Perish!
Bart, D.
Say the line, Bart. Oh. I mistyped
Oh, do you not have like the Nintendo Switch Online?
I mean, I do.
To the Super Nintendo?
I just like, you know, having actual copies of games and everything. So.
No, that's totally valid. I was only putting it up there because Mario 3 up there has used the save function.
Yeah, I mean they also have the All Stars there. But that's the thing. I was like,
right.
Should I use? If I can't find All Stars, I'll just go classic Mario 3 on Switch Online. If I can't find All Stars, we'll do All Stars 3 on Wii, and that has a save function. Yeah, that's it, Riku. Riku, I appreciate you. Thank you. I do appreciate that. It's very nice of you to say. Is there a secret entrance? No, it's the opposite. Because I was like...
Wait.
Because there is. There's a secret exit to this castle, right? Well, not this one. Not as
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
Well, I
If
can.
you go like in zone 3 in that big cave you were in,
Yeah.
there's an entire left path that you can go up, and then if you do it all the way, you come out
Hmm.
that pipe there and you go across Butter Bridge 2.
Where it? Okay, where's the left path? Well, oh, it starts in this cave, right? In this one right
Yeah,
here.
the big red dot.
Big
Yeah.
red dot. The big ball of gas.
Yeah. The secret's actually kind of near the beginning of the level. It would just past the place where you fucking died
Don't
before.
don't mention it. Don't look at
Okay.
me, please. I'm gonna
Uh,
assume I need Flying Yoshi. I'm going to take Flying
you
Yoshi.
assume correctly.
Okay, it's not working. Oh, it's not
You got
working.
you got pipe lock. You have to go around.
Uh, but if I go around,
It's fine. You just abandoned Yoshi again.
oh, you're right. It sucks. Sorry, Yoshi. I love you, but at least you're not dying. So you know, you win
Oh,
some,
yeah.
you lose some,
Yep.
and you.
You win some, you some 41.
You can
You know.
you. Yeah, that's it. What's the thing, you know? You said it's neat. It's this thing. You got it.
Yeah.
You got it, Oak.
It's like right up there. Right up there.
And then I just need to figure out how to get up there. Probably like this. Nope. Well, wait. I can destroy. You've got to be kidding. Fucking respawn. I can do this. And then.
You just go grab Yoshi. Go grab Yoshbert.
Oh, and like, and then I can just.
Drop kick him in the spine.
Unless these
some
fucking buzzy beetles continue to be a thorn in my side.
They will.
Why will they be? I'd wish them not to be. What is the 99 for? I've died that many times, Riku. Listen. Here, because this is the thing, right? For the most part, it's not a hard game, but you know, you die. You know, was yeah, when Super Eye Patch Wolf made his video about what's it called, Fear and Hunger, he talked about how there's difficult games and punishing games. This game is difficult in which that like some of the platforming segments can like really give you the business. But he pointed out like Hades is punishing, where you know if it didn't make you restart the entire game every time, then you would beat it in like 2 hours and it would be easy. You know,
Yeah.
one despite the fact I never successfully did one on stream, one run of Hades is not too much to ask of someone. But until you make it so that they are always dying whenever they are always restarting whenever they die. So it's very interesting. So like I die a lot in this game, but like we haven't like not made progress each stream. I just fall into a pit. Then the counter goes up. There's so many pits in this game. It's ridiculous.
Did anyone ever explain to you what the colored dots mean on the world map?
No.
The red dots mean that there are multiple exits.
Oh. I thought the red dots meant I have hemorrhoids.
Okay, yeah. If you find red dots on the world map that is your body, yeah, you might want to go like.
I thought I had the mumps. And actually,
No,
last
those
time
are just branching paths.
Hello, Stitch.
Hi, Stitch.
Branching paths in life.
Branching paths in life.
If you find red dots all over yourself, you could have lived longer, but that's not the path you took. Wee.
You can either, if you get chickenpox, you can either go the path of curing chickenpox, or you can go the path of shingles.
Or you could get your health shingled. Just put some on your roof. Did they? This is something I'm actually curious about. Did they say that in the manual to Mario World? They're like, if you see a red dot, multiple exits.
I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like if they're gonna put anything in the fucking Mario manual, it should be that. But usually it's just this is a Koopa Bro. And it's like, I know what a Koopa Bro is.
This is a Goomber.
I spent so much of my childhood stomping Koopas. He was a great choice.
Are you checking your notes?
I mean, that man was a great choice. He is Mario. That man is Mario. You know? Never has there been more a Mario than Christopher Pratt. I dare you to prove me wrong.
Well, that reminds me, I haven't watched that video where Shigeru Miyamoto was like, "Thank you."
I haven't either. But I mean,
Mario Charles Mark.
I don't want to be sad, and I know what they're gonna say. Which is that like, hey, to me, still gonna be doing Mario stuff every now and then.
Yep, I pretty much got 90% of the speech in my head already.
Exactly.
I'm probably correct, and like, I don't even hear it. I don't even hear it. Shigeru's voice. It's the hey,
English.
I'm the Nintendo Switch translator guy.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I love that guy. He does a great job. He has to translate Mr. Miyamoto for you, and I know there's a 5-second part where he steps on screen after Charles Martinet, and then the English voice comes in. Hi, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto, the creator of Mario. We'd like to thank Charles-san, like, because they don't like directly translate that. They're still get, you know, the Japanese I don't know what to call them, but you know, bits in there, the purely Japanese bits in there.
Yep. Hello, everyone. I'm Reggie Fils-Aimé, and I'm rapidly approaching your location.
This is awful. Oh, I don't like my life right now. Oh. I was gonna say, like, fucking. I would love it if they started doing a thing where every time they're translating Shigeru Miyamoto, like the guy just says some words in Japanese, and they do the '90s VHS translator shit of putting an extensive note on the screen, being like, I left this part in because this is I'm upset. Yeah. Well, I'm leaving Yoshi behind.
Bye, Yoshi.
Bye, Yoshi. I love you. Yeah, I really think, like, because again, having played the new Super Mario Bros. For each mainline console, which is like DS, Wii, and Wii U.
And the Switch,
Well, the Switch one is just the Wii U
one.
Yeah. Well, no, because the Switch one. First off, there's not. There is no in between that. But the Switch doesn't have a mainline 2D Mario yet. That's what Wonder's for. It has the Wii U one again, and it's still pretty fun.
New Super Luigi Bros. U.
Exactly. I do like that they're because I think that you still have the big golden coins. But I'm pretty sure. But I do like that they're adding like actual collectibles and stuff like that. That's not necessarily a thing Mario's done in 2D a lot, but
I like that other players can leave messages.
I like that it's fucking like that it's Mario Souls, and they're taking. I mean, I legitimately like that part of Dark Souls where it's like, what was I thinking of? Where you
try finger butthole.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, you can just drop that all. Oh, do you have any other ones?
Hang in there, skeletons.
Oh yes. Oh boy. Yeah. Love it. Anyway. But no, I legitimately love like the simultaneous thing of just like this is just someone else playing the game with you at the same time. It's like, oh neat. What was the thing? Got lightheaded doing that. But seriously, I think it's just like Mario has been a little visually stale past couple years because they've just stuck with the model they made in the early 2010s and didn't really change anything after that. Oh sweet, the dolphins. I heard dolphins could be aggressive, but this is this is nuts.
Nuts.
Anyway, so I legitimately just think it'll be more so the visual change than anything else that people have been missing. That being said, they are like finally revamping some stuff that they haven't had in a while. Like, for example, a new animal power up, like the Tanuki suit or the cat suit, yada yada.
I think it's a little different from the Tanuki suit,
Well,
but I get
well,
what you mean.
I mean, but that's the thing. Everyone's like, it's so weird. How could they be? But that's what they used to do. They used to make Mario a random animal, and that like frog, Tanuki, the cat, and then they just kind of kept those ones for a while, and didn't do it for a bit, but now they're doing it again. And it's it's cool. Everyone's making fun of it.
It's very neat. Well, I mean, it's because it's mostly like because all the other ones are like suits, right?
Yeah.
And then this one's just like, you're an elephant now.
Well, I mean, it feels great to be inside a cat, as you know. So
yeah, it feels great.
It feels
to be inside a cat.
Shane Dawson really loved Mario 3D.
I didn't want to say it until you did, but
I don't know if I actually. Okay, here's what I believe. Also, that's our 100th death, baby. Yeah, baby.
Milestone.
Anyway, I legitimately believe it was a stupid, unfunny joke he told years ago, and he didn't actually do it. The apology, and I like to believe that because it makes the apology funnier, and the apology is incredibly funny, which is where he does an unknown amount of tweets talking about how he never inappropriately touched a cat. So don't make weird jokes like that online, kids. Kids, don't post every thought you have to the internet. Okay?
Yeah, sometimes your thoughts are better left
sometimes you have
Stop
intrusive
thinking.
thoughts.
Yeah.
And making it seem like that's who you are as a person is a bad idea. Because no matter what anyone wants to say about intrusive thoughts, you do have a different part of your brain stopping you from doing those things. And that
some people don't have that part.
I mean, some people don't have that part, but consider that if you do, then you shouldn't make people assume that you don't have that part.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's important for people to know that, especially nowadays.
We already have one most documented person on the internet. We do not need more.
Yeah, we don't need the one actually. We didn't. Me yelling at Max.
We didn't need the one, but we still got them.
Me yelling at Max like we don't need a villain in Dokapon Kingdom. We don't need that one. It doesn't need to exist at all. Please.
There's always been a villain in Dokapon Kingdom, and his name is, they call me Mr. Pig.
Yeah, well, no, I just find it hilarious. Like, I legitimately adore Max for that. But, like, I just wanted them to understand. It's not a bit, Max. It's not just me and Pig being like, oh, Max, you stinker. No, we don't need someone to make the game harder. I'm begging you, please. So, that was the funniest part in that stream. I don't know if I said it. Oh, I was going to put it in the description of the VOD, because I do want to be clear. Pig and Max are fine. They loved doing Dokapon with each other, despite what some of those moments may have seemed like. So, we are actually planning to do it. I'll do it. I'll kill him.
I'll kill Pig. I'll kill him.
Listen, it was very funny. Mummy guy, big balls.
I haven't forgotten, and I will never forgive.
Oh, I forgot. Here's the thing, Oak. I always forget about that. We talked about that on the stream. Pig made a joke about that, being like, I don't think Oak has forgiven me, and I'm like, I'm sure Oak has other stuff to do in her life. And then now you've come back to say that no, in fact, I'm still incredibly irate at Pig.
I've been sharpening the knife ever since.
Listen, I get it. I do. That's the end of the sentence. But consider funny. Just funny.
Oh, it is fun. It is funny. It is funny.
That was it.
I'll still kill him.
Listen,
it'll be funny.
I said it on that stream. I didn't clock any real anger. I all thought it was part of the bit. I was just like, Haha, pig, you quirky old man. How could you do that to our friend Oak? And then you were just like, I will never forgive you. A
We
plague
spent
upon.
3 weeks trying to clear that chapter. That was
Listen,
4 spaces away.
and he could well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I tried to tell Max. It's like eventually we will turn on each other just to get ahead in the game and everything. Like we don't need to. Oh, is there literally no other way I can exit this except for dying? Fantastic. That one, I mean, it still counts. Hello, Greg. Also, chances are pretty soon I will be starting to stream at 9 in the late nights. Thank you for subscribing for 17 months, Greg Bunwee, indeed.
Late night streams?
Yes. That was in part with where when Oak mentioned their new job, I was like, yeah, I need my ducks in a row. So it's just like at this point, until further notice, 9 p.m. Is 9 p.m. the night time? Yes, it will be 9 p.m. the night times. Until I get all my ducks in a row, and have everything in place, yada yada yada. Part of that is that I probably will not be able to stream like very early anymore. So, oh heck, then I won't be able to watch it at all. Well, there are VODs, Greg, and I am sorry about that. I mean, I'll still be streaming a couple nights a week. So if you have a day off, yeah, exactly. If you have off, then probably a different story. But unfortunately, it's that or like Cahill just doesn't really stream ever. So I apologize. Life is a butthole, and life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Race cars, something aeroplanes. It's a duck blur. That was more of a tailspin. I was more of a tail spinning goof squad kid. Goof troop, I should say. Goes into triple digits. It can. If you die a triple digit amount of times in Super Mario World. Oh, can I ask you something?
Mm-hmm.
Have you been addicted to Baldur's Gate as well?
No, not particularly.
Not particularly. You just have it. You're just like me. I did finish Bomb Rush Cyberfunk today. Cyberfunk
Nice.
Bomb Rush. It's pretty cool. I hope they announce DLC because I'd like a topical reason to stream the game. Because it's like if there was a game I might want to 100% on stream, it might be that because like it's just pretty neato, you know. It's fun to do it, and also like the first area was me just figuring out how to control the the thing. I was like, wait, how do I? What does? Ah, I'm so old. These newfangled computers the kids like. I don't know what this means. What even is them?
Not in front of me.
Yeah, I'm old.
Why don't you come and say it to the jar of ashes that is me?
Why don't you say
So
it? Why don't you come say it to the jar of piss I have sitting on my desk? Why do you have that, Oak?
He gave it to me.
Yeah, that makes sense. As a memorial.
that tracks.
Yeah, yep. Uh-huh. You don't say. Womp. I wish spinning didn't make you fall in this game, but here's the thing. Spinning makes you fall in this game.
Spinning makes you fall.
Just
like in real life.
No, spinning is a neat trick. I'll try it. Spinning's a neat trick. Oh my goodness. My butt.
My butthole.
My butthole. Okay. Okay, Thwomp, don't hit me. Please. I don't know how you're even floating in water. You are solid stone. I mean, your levitation powers are a mystery normally, but you'd really think in water, a solid rock would drop to the ground. And yet, Here we are. It's fucking Trent. What's it? Reznor again?
What about Trent Reznor?
He's here in Mario. Okay.
Oh God, he's coming for you.
You know what? I will make the effort to clear this castle, even though it's a reused boss, but I won't be happy about it. I'll be grumpy. Hey, I'm Grump.
I'm Oki.
I'm not part of the bit. Leave me out of it,
Not part of the
KO. Oki does not want to be part of my corporation. I'm Greg. And this is Smosh. Welcome to Smosh.
Hey, I'm Smosh, and
Hey.
I'm not Smosh.
That was the case for a while, but now they're back together again. And I said yeah. They said yeah, we're gonna be Smosh again. We're gonna make videos, just like
We're
the
gonna make
little
videos.
I'm going to make videos about video games, but not us playing them now. Oh, humorous parodies of Mario and Pokemon, if you will. This is how Anthony Padilla sounds in real life. I know, I met him. And I said, I've seen a few of your videos. You don't sound like that in there. And he's like, oh, well, microphone is strange things to my voice. I say, damn, really? Like, I mean, like I've been recorded on a couple like cameras, and I've never heard anything like that. And you're like, so I was like, that was just incomprehensible. So. It never.
That's why they always have medical staff on set.
Yeah. I had high blood pressure make this happen. I'm going to die.
I'm going to die. No, it's okay. We can understand what he's saying. We're good. We're good.
Okay.
The line between Anthony speaking and stroke, it's razor thin.
Again, I made my bed. I must lie in it. Oh, my bed is made of mayonnaise. Anthony, get out of here! Anthony, leave! I like doing that voice, okay?
It's fine.
Don't judge me.
The voice is good.
Don't judge me. Do you have a voice you like doing in particular, Oak?
Why doesn't it? I'm sure I do.
Oh, you know what? I kind of like doing this some
That's kind of like my cousin. My cousin kind of sounds like that. Once upon a
watching my
time.
friend play the Mario game.
I know, because I know you like.
Oh, he fucking choked. Oh,
I'll come to your house and stab you. God, you don't talk about me choking. Voices are fun to do. I like my kind
Voices
of goof.
are fun to do.
It can be a little hard. It can be a little hard to keep goofy. Just like Blackly. Sorry. Help. It can be a little hard. And I know for a fact, just based on like even with my inner ear, I know that's not quite on par with like a George O'Keefe, if you will. But you know, because you really do have to do that, because you will try, like, unless it is a voice you made up and do a lot. Sometimes, like, you go to do a voice, and it's like, and I'm not a professional voice actor by any means, but like this is just from someone from an animator and from someone who in entertainment likes to do voices. Like, you go to do one, and it's just like, oh, that's not the sound I meant my throat to make. So you just kind of have to keep dialing it in. I wouldn't say I perfected doing a Goofy voice, but if I was going to, the thing I always like to go back to is wake me up, and I can't wake up, wake me up, and
Wake up.
save me. There.
Save me.
Hey, Sora, help!
Sora, Dwaddle.
Oh gosh, Mick. I don't know. I'm not. I don't want to be like, how's that sound? But I am also curious if I have gotten remotely close to an
That's
on
good.
par
That's good.
Goofy yet.
It's pretty good.
Thank you. Because I don't want to.
I'm a little off, but I also really like the channel to Goofy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
When
Well, I mean, because it sometimes it's just a matter of I'm gonna die again. Sometimes it's just a matter of like Goofy has a vibe. Goofy, you know how everyone knows how Goofy talks. You know, it's not necessarily hard to channel that. It's just, you know, it's more of a matter of being like whether people can tell it's you trying to do an impression of him, or like actually sounding like Goofy. Because for example, the "Wake Me Up," that sounds like Goofy. Like that's pretty spot on to Goofy.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
This reminded me that. Oh, go on.
I was just thinking about what I could do to like make playing like because I play a lot of Dark and Darker.
Yeah.
And I don't often feel like turning on push to talk like for the proximity voice chat.
Mm-hmm.
Which is in the game, which you can imagine how fun proximity voice chat in a game like Dark and Darker could be. But I think one thing that would get me to start doing it more is if I were to invoke the Goofy voice.
Invoke the Goofy. I'm coming into your room. Yeah. Oh, it's Goofing time. Goofy, no! Question: is Dark and Darker on consoles, and is it crossplay? Do you know? Yes or no?
It is not on console.
And it does not have crossplay. On the account, it's not on console.
Correct.
Is that... It is Oki. Yui and Oki sitting in a tree committing tax fraud. And we don't ship...
and Oki sitting in a tree plotting war crimes against the state.
Facilitating a revolution. We don't ship friends here, but we do report their heinous acts to the proper authorities.
You know what you did, South Dakota. You're good. Oh, the reckoning is coming.
Damn it. I'm so bad. Okay, I'm so bad. Oh, but see, that's a little different. This is all incomprehensible, but when I'm good like this, I'm so bad. Oh, why must this bad? So bad. Oh, we did chip friends and Sea of Thieves. Okay.
And Sea of Thieves.
And Pirate. Welcome to Pirate. Welcome to Blue Cove. Let me just... Hey, can someone DM Barry real quick and ask it if it's cool if I steal his bit? Thank you. Don't
Wait,
bother Barry.
have you done the Monkey Island stuff yet?
No. I mean, like, I have to...
the
I know... I don't have...
What the
Well, besides the fact I don't really have a tie to Monkey Island, I got out of Sea of Thieves for a bit. And it didn't help that when I tried to do a small return session, I was not allowed into the game. They said, no.
Oh.
Yeah. I am now, but at that point, I wouldn't mind. Hey, if friends are like, Kale, we're doing Monkey Island and Sea of Thieves, you captain us right now. I'd be like, okay. You
It's fun.
You
like, I
force
don't have
your ship aesthetics on us right now.
Right, like I don't have any like connection to Monkey Island. Like I never played it growing up or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
However, it is fun to play with people who have, and they like to nerd out about all the references to Monkey Island that already exist in Sea of Thieves.
I mean, it's I'm just gonna sit on the spike. Anyway, it is cool because like I believe there was like it's not like a Crash Bandicoot where there's like a whole series of games you have to ignore. There's like one made in between the newest one, which is that Return to Monkey Island or no? Is it a different
I
one
believe
thing?
so.
Okay,
I believe so.
but there's the original, the second one, and the
I think it's the
original
Curse of Monkey
second,
Island? I don't know.
third, and then the newest one. But then there was like one or maybe two in between there that were like no one cared about. Wasn't made by like the actual creators and stuff like that. But in all that time, it's always been, like to their credit, as far as I know, it's always been a point and click adventure game. So Sea of Thieves is like the first time it's been in a 3D environment and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool.
Right.
And it's not like it, you know, Lucas Arts. And there were I forget the name of the second one, but there were two major point and click developers for early PC gaming. There was LucasArts and I forget other one. And I forget. So but the other ones I'm talking about did King's Quest. And I think it was Space Quest. Is it just King's Quest and Space Quest? So many quests.
They did do King's Quest and Space Quest, yeah.
Why are they questing so much? I request they stop.
You'd
Don't
go
laugh
on
at
quests
that.
if you could.
I
I
will.
go on quests all the time.
Oh, do you want to join my crew and circumnavigate the globe?
Do you have a boat?
I will one day. Listen,
Yeah.
do you
I'm all
have a
ears.
better standing offer than that with someone that I don't know about? And someone who has, do you know someone with a boat, Oak? And are you not telling me who they are? Here, I might take their boat.
Maybe.
You know, I only thought there was one really decent, like, class wooden sailing ship or on the seas these days, which was the Gothenburg. And I do believe it's, like, one of the biggest, most authentic replications of a golden age galleon out there. But I've been made aware there's a few. There's a number of them. There's the Standard, which I've seen a lot. That's a frigate. There's the tall ship Delaware, which also seems pretty big. I don't know if it's a frigate or a galleon, but it is equally as impressive as either of the ones mentioned before. So a few people are out there really pirating in the old school, which you love to see. I like ships. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before, but for me,
I
being
love this new side of you.
what?
This brand new boat loving side of you.
This brand new pirate loving side of you. Cahill, you've never expressed a love for pirates before. But oh my lord. At this point it's a sunk cost fallacy thing. I gotta do it. But I just like being in a car makes me motion sick. Feels like I'm trapped in a steel coffin. It sucks. But ships are like this big kind of just like house moving out on the sea. And if you're part of the crew, then all of you doing individual tasks brings it together so that the ship moves and it go places. And I love that. So I also don't like, I like me a cruise. I've been on a couple cruises before. I don't like when cruise ships get too big. Like, I would like it that within 5 minutes, I could walk from one side of the cruise ship to the other horizontally. You know, it doesn't take me a while to do that. I can just see the ocean from here and see the ocean from there. If the cruise ship gets big enough that I can start considering it a small town and I don't know where the ocean is, then I don't know why I'm on a cruise ship. I can go to Disney or Atlantic City or any other tourist destination anytime I want, and not think about the ocean there. So nice, Greg.
You're just on a futuristic floating village.
See, we probably talked about this on stream, but Disney shut down or is shutting down their Galactic Star Cruiser resort, and like for how expensive that thing was, it should have just been a cruise ship. Like if it's gonna be a ship anyway, just make it a cruise ship and make it like a, you know, make it a role play on the seas. That's worth it. like a
It
couple of
probably
$1,000, still probably wouldn't do well.
Yeah. Just spend a couple $1,000 making it seaworthy, and up to standards.
I mean,
A
was it?
drop in the
Yeah.
bucket.
Okay. Wait, but they like what they were charging for was just like the building and the staterooms already on there. So if you're gonna do all that and make people pay for all that, like again, at that point, why not just put it all on a boat and then people might be able to justify spending so much money, you know, taking an actual ride somewhere. But like that just in a building and you only stayed for 2 days, and you know, what was I thinking of? And you don't even get like to go into the parks and shit. Like I don't think
Right.
that's necessarily included. Like no, of course no one paid for that. Do you pay for that?
Ooh, okay, but here's the biggest drawback to a Disney sea vessel.
Is that?
Out there on international waters, they're the law keepers on the boat. You want to be on a boat where Disney is the law?
Have you been on a Disney cruise, Ochre? Now?
I can't say that I have.
I have. They are pretty good. A relative of mine died, and my grandpa said, "Well, I got the will. We're going on a cruise." And I was like, "Neat." So we went on a Disney cruise, and they're pretty good. I've been. My dad has taken me on most of the non-Disney cruises and stuff like that, and legitimately, not like if you ignore all the license stuff about like if you're like I do not even know what a Zootopia or Ratatouille or a fucking Everybody Wants to Be a Cat even is. If you ignore all if you are completely ignorant of all Disney things, I would still say one of the better cruising experiences you can have out on the ocean. So that is my personal. If Disney shut down all of it at this point, Disney is like 5 different businesses at once. If they were to shut down everything except one, I would be hard pressed to choose between the amusement parks or the cruises because they do resorts well. Movies are going. I'm sorry, movies are dead. The magic of cinema is dead. So. We killed all the dinosaurs are extinct again. Hurrah! Except Yoshi.
Hurrah.
He was an accomplice.
Yoshi was a witness.
You know what I do? So I've been thinking, just to kind of match my vibe. You know what would be a great series of games to play that I have not played enough of? Mascot platformers. And you know what would be a great mascot platformer to play? SpongeBob. What? No. No! SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom and its spiritual successor, the Cosmic Shake. So I was watching playthroughs of that and between cartoons. And the collectathons seem to be the most cartooniest of games. And I enjoy that. And we can enjoy that on stream together. About Epic Mickey. Oh, do you think I should play Epic Mickey on stream? I've never really given that game a shot before.
Honestly, I feel like it's a bit of a far departure from your usual fare, but
I have
don't
not
know.
streamed
I think it'd be good.
I haven't streamed it in a minute, both because I was away and then I was like, I care about numbers now. Someone give a shit about me streaming, please. I'm begging you. I do that voice. That is the voice I almost always do in order to be like, this is very jokey. Do not take me super seriously while doing this. Don't sweat it. If you hear me kind of go into this range, then
This isn't my serious voice.
No.
This is my help me voice.
help me. Oh, these moles are so wildly cool. I couldn't even imagine killing them. I don't have the power to.
They cry for help.
No,
Help me,
man.
help me.
These moles sound a bit more like this, you know? As they just waddle their way through the tunnels. Show me your tunnels. Mole?
Show me your
Those
dog.
Give me those suckable toes. Mole!
Mole!
I'm not even sure.
Monty!
Monty? Are these
on.
moles Monty? Who
Just
do
a
you,
little toe.
just a little bit of toe. Ooh.
Just a little bit of toe.
Colonel, I'm trying to suck some toes, but I'm dummy thick. The clap of my ass keeps disturbing the toes. I don't know where I was going with that. I don't like where I was going with that.
The toes?
Disturbing the toes.
Oh, my toesies, Colonel.
Colonel, my toesies are cold. Did you pack my fluffy socks? No, Snake, I didn't. Colonel.
Now, Snake, let them suck your toes.
Not on something. It's someone, you twit. How do you do Plankton? Let's see.
Question.
Z, the letter after Y. And that was Karen from the SpongeBob movie, from famous character from the SpongeBob movie. I bet you didn't know about her. The part of Karen.
Ah!
Oh. I'm being pursued by my moloid past.
My life is in danger.
My life. My wife. What the? Well.
Ah!
Oh! Ape!
They can jump. Their
Okay.
feet work.
I might consider not getting power-ups if I didn't get through that level so well with them. Like, me losing them was purely me fucking around. And or finding out. But listen, happens to the best of us. And it happens to the last of us.
Part 2.
Part 2. The Last of Us Season 2, Part 2 will be airing at the same time as Attack on Titan Season 3, Part 3. Season 3.
The Last of Us was filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Oh, my skin! My skin! I was shot! One of those looters shot me! Remember, they used real firearms on the set of The Last of Us, so too bad for those studio audiences. Those bullets have to go somewhere, and apparently the answer was in you. So
Look, we can't write them off unless we fire them, so...
We don't have to pay our writers. You just have to kidnap them at gunpoint. Force them to be creative for us. Oh my lord. Okay, I will not say it. Both because my own guilty pleasure makes it so that the numbers for this thing is inflated a little bit. And furthermore, because no one needs to go harass this person, even if I don't like AI. But there is someone who is supposedly, I don't know if they really care that much about it. Granted, from what I know, the people who support AI the most are just the people trying to make money off of it. And this person is like, I want to make an AI generated film entirely. And man, the clips they have of it and are posting are oh goodness. It's
Good, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's funny.
It's funny.
It is funny. It's just like, I don't know. Like, okay, imagine if you tried making an animated film based solely on the effects you could use and find on PowerPoint. That is about the level we're dealing with here in terms of special effects. And it is wild to see every single time. So,
Why you gotta out me like that?
Oak, I would out you if you started trying to be like, I'm gonna AI generate an entire film. I would out you pretty hard. It'd be like, hey, Oak, stop. Cut it out.
I'll do it again.
No.
I'll do it again.
No. Also, Yoshi is dead. I'm sad. Oh, the Yoshi died. I am incredibly sad now. Okay. I do think about that a lot. I'm just like, if someone who is generally seems like a cool person online turns out to be a butthole, my strategy is just to tell. Is just be like, hey everyone, they're a jerk. And I'll be like, oh, okay. I didn't they didn't seem like a jerk at first. So don't use AI to generate images, just in general. Trust me. Legitimately, I would probably
You're just doing your job, Greg.
What's up? No. The Go-Gurt. Also, that pipe was not at all worth it. That's what they say after date night with me. Oh, I'm lonely. Oh.
Oh,
My wife left me over marital issues. Please. I haven't felt the touch of a woman or a man in so long. I'm riding the mole. Just gotta ride the mole. Ah! The mole betrayed me! Okay. So, well, Greg, I have great news about how many deaths we're at.
I'm very curious to know how you thought that would go any other way.
I mean, so I was thinking, because I didn't realize the mole would try and scoot himself under those bricks and everything. And even if he did, I figured I would simply press the grab button for those grabbable blocks, and you know, be safe.
Just rapid fire, just grab and throw.
Well, no, I would use it to start killing, as is so often my defense mechanism. Only, when I tried to grab one of those blocks, that didn't happen, and I was instead booted off the mole, who immediately turned around and had me face my demise. So, what is this? What did this charge and chuck doing? Don't say charging. I swear, I swan to John if anyone says charging. I'll be decently peeved with you. I know he's trying to charge. Just don't want this chuck to do that.
I didn't authorize chucking.
Ah. Whoa! Stay there, Block. Keep them from following me. Make sure my butthole is safe. And charge it, Bug. I do like the little square electric
sir, the
bug.
butthole's not safe.
Ah! Mr. President, we have to get you out of here. Shadow the Hedgehog is on his way. No! So, besides maybe Link's Awakening DX, when I go to a retro... So, 4 things on my list when I finally managed to get to that retro game store. Because I don't visit those often enough, honestly. 1, Mario All-Stars.
Yep.
2, Link's Awakening DX, because if I do a playthrough of it, I would like it to be the Game Boy version. 3, Shadow the Hedgehog. And 4, Ultimate Spider-Man.
Okay.
Because if I'm going to be a Spider-Man, I'm going to be the ultimate one. Don't even get it twisted. I don't care for this 2 nonsense. I don't want to be the second Spider-Man. I don't want to be the understudy to a nerd, a high school nerd. I want to be the ultimate Spider-Man. I want to be the Chad Spider-Man.
I want to be Giga Chad Spider-Man.
I want to be Giga Chad Spider-Man. I have a disturbingly thick chin under my mask.
So you just want to be the Crimson Chin?
No. No, Butch Hartman. No one wants that. Leave. What was I thinking of? Oh, have you ever thought about being a vigilante?
A vigilante?
Yes.
Like just going out and beating people up?
No. Beating criminals up.
Not particularly.
Gotcha. I feel like the only person who shouldn't say whether or not they are on camera, well, whether or not they have thought of that on camera is Stealth. Because I feel like he's in a position where airing those thoughts anywhere might land him in a bit of hot soup.
We all are. Okay,
Why is that? Do you often deal with
Because,
criminals?
no. But background checks are a thing. People will sometimes go look at if they find out about your social media, they'll be like, "Oh, I wonder what kind of opinions they hold on the internet."
Okay, if you think that the fucking that me saying I've considered, well, not considered being a vigilante per se, but like thought about what it would be like to be a vigilante is the worst, most unhireable thing I've said on Twitch stream, you haven't been to many of my Twitch streams. So
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that it doesn't matter what we say because we've already gone on record saying some vile, unhireable shit.
exactly. But I just feel like for certain jobs, saying that isn't just unhireable, it's fireable. So you just gotta keep in mind. I've designed this
Okay,
rhyme.
I've thought about it, and
Uh-huh.
I'm still going to say things in public
Yeah, same.
forums.
Well, here's the thing, right? And maybe it's kind of foolhardy for me to be like this because, like, I could easily need a job before this becomes applicable. But, like, everyone growing up around these times is, is like, you know, generally is on the internet a decent amount, at least from one age to another, you know? Like, they're on the internet and probably saying some weird stuff as they are, you know. And so are we just gonna elect and hire people based off how little weird stuff they've said on the internet? Because that seems like a bad idea. Like they can say weird, people can say weird stuff and still be pretty good, both at task and as a human being.
Hmm.
Just because they don't say something weird doesn't mean they're good. So,
Right.
so just consider that. Have you considered it?
I've considered it.
What did you think? First
I
door.
think that it's kind of just a crapshoot.
Life is a crapshoot.
Sometimes you just get unlucky, and you get a job, and things are going well, and they're like, "Hey, you said something 5 years ago that
Now, we don't think you should have. That is true. Sometimes it's just like we saw the thing. You didn't think we would, but we did. Faster, Mario.
You know,
Faster.
kind of like how my prime minister maybe kind of sort of had a
I don't like this at
Halloween
all.
costume idea that wasn't exactly like the greatest thing that they
I don't
probably
like
should
this
have
at all.
done.
You mean the big beaver? He did something problematic?
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know why my stream lore became that the prime minister of, you know, the prime minister of Canada is the largest beaver y'all can find.
Sure.
That is it. That's the lore we've all developed. Really, I don't, guys. I don't think I like Mario anymore.
I think I hate Mario.
I think I'm really upset at Mario. I think Mario's kind of a jerk. Could you imagine if Mario was mean? Oh my goodness. I should make a Newgrounds animation about this. It's a revolutionary thought I've had. I'll get right
What if
on it.
Mario bad?
What if protagonist game was mean. Oh my lord, that was the last Boo House we're ever doing. Thank the Lord. No, please. I would love flying Yoshi right now. For so many reasons. He's gonna drop from the fucking sky, isn't he? Well.
Hey, what's the matter? You don't want to stand on those timed platforms?
No, I don't want to stand on the time platform. What are you? Nuts? Are you cannolis in the head or something? Hey!
No. Hey!
Fajipati! Fagigatipa!
Oh my goodness. Alright, hold on. I'll get the nurse. I don't know.
Fukuoka.
Are you having a Are you stronking right now?
Hey! I'm strong in here!
I'm stroking over here.
But, hey! My stroke is Pizzoli! Dr. Akal! And Fujitibada! Then Cousin Vinny just fell the fuck over. Vinny, no! I did go like 2 levels without dying. I'm good at games. Who's good at games? I'm good at games. Who's good at games? I'm good at games. Who's good in his dating life? Not me. Not me.
I'm still in the tutorial.
Someone else. Probably someone else. Hey, Oak. Have you seen John Wick?
No, actually, I haven't seen any of the John Wick films.
Would you like to?
I mean, if they're on Netflix, I could probably look them up and watch them.
They're on Hippo. They're on Hippo.
No,
They're painted onto the side of.
I don't have a Hippomax account.
Listen, despite everything, and like
I only watched on the cool platform.
honestly, at this point, I probably
Narc
would have been like, I don't watch enough of this stuff to pay for these. Like I would have
where I
canceled.
watched the One Piece live action.
Did you like the One Piece live action?
I very much liked the live action One Piece.
Did you like Funny Fish Man?
Ow. I thought it was very well done.
Heck yeah. Do you have any critiques of one action live piece?
That depends on how much I'm allowed to talk about it here.
Don't spoil major parts, but if there's like this character, like, you know, then feel free.
Okay. No talk, but you're almost gone. All right, I can wait. I'll see if I can find a non-spoilery way to talk about the stuff that I really enjoyed.
Gotcha. I mean,
I like.
at the same time,
I
I will. Oh, go on.
I was gonna say I like that that all of the boats are practical and they were hand built.
Yes, that's always that is always a good thing in any seafaring media. Honestly, like practical.
I liked the casting. I thought the casting was very. They did a very good job with the casting, not only of the main characters, but also all of the secondary characters.
In general, that's good. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. At this point, I think I just want to say that Pirates of the Caribbean has some of the best effects ever, just in any movie ever.
Right.
Because, like, it's been so long since last I've seen my son lost to this monster, to this man behind the slaughter. And since those movies have come out, we've all been through a lot emotionally. I've never really left Pirates of the Caribbean emotionally, but with that in mind, I just yearn for the days of when those movies looked like that. And I think One Piece live action really took a page from those movies, books, and how they were made. Uh,
Mhm.
and I think that was for the better. So pretty happy with that. Like, yeah, that's the thing that surprised me when I started reading One Piece, is at least early on, and it makes sense because the way the One Piece world is laid out, the starting areas, all like the different oceans that most people live in, like those are pretty similar to the real world. So you end up with a lot of like real nautical terms dealing with them, and uh, and that surprised me because just based off how the manga and everything looked, I was just like, we're not gonna get any sea talk whatsoever. I'm gonna be silent about it. But that's not true. At least, like to a degree, it is true even later on, but especially early on, it's like, nah. I learned about different kinds of ships from One Piece because they mentioned them. I'm like, oh, I never knew. This is probably a bad idea. It wasn't. Okay, it wasn't a bad idea.
It wasn't a bad idea.
Um, I won. Oh, I win. I'm the wiener. I'm the wiener. Oh no, the wiener has lost. The wiener
Do you
lost.
have any intention of watching One Piece?
Yeah, but I kind of want to watch it with someone like Deja because, like I've said before, I think Deja would legitimately really like One Piece with how they talk about
Right.
writing and yada yada yada. Um,
hmm hmm
but obviously, I think I'd have to have a gun to their head to get them to start like reading it. So with that in mind, I'm like, would you at least watch the net? Because they like watching random shit on Netflix. I'm like, would you watch the live action show with me? And they'll be like, yes. So nice wiener,
go.
King. Thank you. You drop this, King, and then I pick up your force. No, no.
Nice wiener, King.
Nice wiener, King. Well, bye, Greg. Me, are you okay if Oak spoils some of the East Blue saga for the live action One Piece show in her review of it?
Yeah, I'll
Now
try
that
not to talk about like how they deviate, but there's technically one thing I want to talk about, just very briefly. It doesn't necessarily spoil any of the particular points of the subplot. I just want to kind of draw attention to the fact that this subplot exists. If
gotcha.
that makes any sense?
Yeah.
And how it helps create a much more um, character development rich set of episodes.
Meat said it's okay. So are you talking about Kobe? Because I heard about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there is a basically a secondary plot involving Kobe, Helmeppo, and Garp that runs the entire alongside the entire 8 episodes.
What's the thing?
And I think it's
It's good.
it's very good,
I will say,
actually.
I do kind of question the inclusion of Garp, especially on uh, one specific occasion I've seen, which is that in kind of editing down some stuff and changing some things around. Minor spoiler: Garp calls Mihawk and is like, "Hey, go fuck up my kid." And I know Garp is
hmm
harsh in the source material, but holy shit, that's me. Mihawk will kill a person. It's Mihawk. Like, don't. Um, but yeah, I mean, just in general, it's like Garp being introduced so early on and kind of being an antagonist in that. Uh, it definitely, I think it's like, you know, at the very least you should question it because the way it is in the source material, Garp is very carefree. He wanted Luffy to be a Marine just because I think he legitimately thought that would be best for Luffy, but he's not like,
hmm
you know, outside of showing up occasionally and beating Luffy up, he's not being a dick about it. You know, he's not
Right.
actively hunting Luffy down. Uh, but besides that, all pretty good stuff. Like, there might be like one or two things where I'm like, wait, what about this? But, that's going to happen. So,
Right.
who can really complain? Not me. I'm so screwed with this.
I think they did a pretty good job of implementing it like
Yeah.
this early on into the series.
I will say, um, I'm of the opinion they should specifically stop at the time skip for several reasons. Um, but also, uh, I mean, I talked about before. I think One Piece, as the source material, as the literature, it is
Hmm.
when Eiichiro Oda put it to paper. I mean, it's not like it's the perfect story, but I don't think it deserves the treatment of one manga, one anime. Okay, we're done. You know, like I
Right.
think there should be more adaptations of it outside of just the Toei anime that we're currently getting as the manga is continuing to release. I think more when the story is done and we can all look back on One Piece, there should be more adaptations of the journey in different
Right.
styles. So the live action coming out and being pretty good, I think, is an overall good thing, as opposed to your typical live action where it's just like trying to cash in on a older animated, uh, older
Eh,
animated property.
They there's also like it doesn't like cleanly end either. They pop a teaser in there at
Yeah.
the very end.
But that being said, Netflix has been basically in a nosedive since before this was happening. So
Yeah.
everyone's just like, "Hey, Netflix, we have no faith. We still have no. We're like, this was good. We still have no faith in you whatsoever. So good luck with that."
Adding more, yeah, yeah. But the fact that basically like there's a really 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 good payoff at the end of the whole like side story thing because there's a really, I won't say who's involved in it, but there's a very emotional scene, couple of emotional scenes right at the end of the last episode
Yeah, it's good.
that that exist only because of the changes that were made.
Mm-hmm.
And like
That's good.
there's a lot more character interaction as well.
Yeah.
Um,
Um, what was I thinking of? I mean, like, because again, I compare it to Lord of the Rings, and I say that I tend to do that mostly because I think One Piece is an equally like well thought out, you know, incredibly written world, and that as opposed to comparing it to like Dragon Ball, which is mostly just the fighting. Even though I love Dragon Ball's world, it's like you don't think Dragon Ball and you'd be like, ah, yes, the narrative and world building masterpiece that everyone knows and love from their childhood. Um, but with that in mind, like going to keeping that comparison going, uh, I've heard that like a major end point of the books is just chopped off at the end of the Peter Jackson movies. So with that in mind, like yeah, One Piece can be edited in some ways for the live action to make sure that we kind of get a more satisfying uh, live action experience. Because I mean that's what adaptation is. You are inherently changing the
mhm.
media by putting it in a new light. So editing it to make sure that this new experience for people who are consuming it for the first time is good. Nothing wrong with that. I will say, and please shed your thoughts on it because again, I have yet to see it in its whole. But from what I have seen, and from what I've heard, I think they might have made Luffy too heroic. And do you have any thoughts on this or no?
No, they definitely did. Dude, like Luffy is a lot more has a lot more awareness
I
of
don't
what's
like.
going on around him.
I do not like that. No, that like it's not necessarily even like bad. You know, it's not like, oh, how could they? It's more just like, I think a great part of Luffy's character is at the end of the day he is kind of he is kind of a jerk, um, but in all the important ways, he is a good person, which makes him, I would argue, exceptionally fun as a character. You know what I mean? Like following Luffy as he does whatever the fuck he wants, except, you know, when something clearly bad happens, he actually takes a stand. Like, that's great. And I love that. That's what I love about Luffy. So them being like, no, he's the hero. It's like, no, no. He's a pirate.
Well, he's like
He's a pirate.
he's he's not like just I wouldn't say he's like randomly heroic,
Yeah.
but here's the thing: I don't like source material Luffy.
Well, you're wrong about that.
I
And that's
think that
okay.
shit. I think that shit is absolutely grating.
I love him. I think he's amazing. So, and I've had some choice words for people who don't like Luffy as of late, because there's been a few of them. But you're my friend, so it's whatever. Genuinely, if you don't like source material Luffy, then it's really not that big. It's more so just like. Also, this is annoying. It's more so just. I think Luffy is a simple man, and that is literally like the whole point, you know? Yeah, maybe it speaks to the tism in me. In a world that's supposed to be filled, because like that's what people love about the One Piece world, right? It is filled with like a lot of political and social and like just a million different little problems that everyone just doesn't even know how to begin surmounting. And Luffy is just the guy who comes in and punches them away because he sees no reason he shouldn't. You know what I mean? And that's fantastic to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I get it if he's not your favorite character because of that. He's like my second favorite character in the series, but I would never call him like annoying or awful because of that. He is always great in my eyes. There's never a moment where Luffy does something and I'm like, get off the stage. So, but that's me. Usopp isn't nearly as loud as he needs to be, nor is he as nosy. They really chose to edit that down for some reason. Unacceptable. Also, Oak, if you do have any thoughts on what I've said, please do feel free to share. I was just saying. That's
Are you gonna lower the gun first?
Yeah, yes. No, it's fine. It's completely understood. I mean, like, I'm not like if I have to put myself on a cross first to be like here's a hot One Piece hot take from me. I'm not as hyped over Don Flamingo. Everyone's like, Doflamingo, one of the best villains ever. And I'm like, he's an asshole. he sucks. He's great at being evil. But I don't think he's like all that fantastic. So, anyway, now your turn.
Okay. I mean, I don't really have much to say because I think we just hold differing opinions,
Yeah. I was just.
and that's
Yeah.
that's fine. Like, I can see why people would like Luffy. We're talking about source material, Luffy.
Yeah.
Still,
I mean, I can get why. Go on.
I just never really attached myself to characters like Luffy or like Goku.
I mean, I feel like Goku's different because, I mean, there's a particular scene early on where it really shows like Luffy can step up when push comes to shove, and that's one of the reasons he's a beloved character of mine.
Right.
Because like he is simple, just kind of normally, but when things actually matter, he's a bit more like the hero you need. He's not the hero you deserve, Oak, but he is the hero you need. And like that's the kind of stuff where I'm like, great, good job, Luffy. Here's a stick of meat for you. But I can get why, because you mentioned before, at least to friends, like you're not caught up on One Piece as a current length.
Nope.
And if the main character is not your favorite, I can get why, because Luffy's around a lot. He's going to become king of the pirates.
He spends a little bit of time on screen.
Yeah. But I
don't mind your character.
Because I would argue Goku's. So, I would say Goku's whole thing is like catharsis. I think that's a big thing with Dragon Ball Z, is like feelings and being like, oh my goodness, I loved it when he punched the guy. That was great. So he's not necessarily emotionally deep, but he is serving that purpose and everything to bring you through those kinds of events and like really really make you feel things. I would say Luffy is more like just the solution to problems. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's the formula for One Piece. Luffy is pretty good at punch fighting, so when there's
He's
a
pretty good at
problem.
punch fighting.
Yeah, exactly. So Echiro Oda gets you to care about something,
Yep.
and then it's just like someone needs to fucking fix this, and then Luffy comes along and punch fights it to better. So
And don't get me wrong. Like, there's
Yeah.
obviously there are some situations where Luffy is absolutely a breath of fresh air. And there during those moments, I'm like, hell yeah,
just
it's great. But it's mostly like when it comes down to like preventable situations or the fact that like he's just like, you know what, everything is fine.
Oh fuck.
Oh no, my friend has just gotten bisected. Now I have to care.
Well, I forget what. First off, no one ever dies, so it's fine. But I was going to say,
Oh, so
I mean-
many people die in the live action.
yeah, I have seen that. I was going to say, I'm going to see if I can get through this again since I accidentally stepped in here. But like, you know, would you say that like by default when Luffy is on screen you're like, no, God, no.
No,
Okay.
no. He's more of a character that like sometimes has really bad takes.
Oh,
In my
okay.
opinion.
You just
He's
think
like it's not like I'm gonna say it's not like Usopp.
okay.
I
Do you not like Usopp?
I didn't like Usopp before time skip.
Okay.
He had a couple really great moments.
Well, Oak, of course, he's
Yeah.
hot after this time skip. So
It has nothing to do with it.
he's sexy as hell. No, I love Usopp. I feel like okay. And I mean, feel free to dispute this. It's completely
Sure.
fine. But I feel like you're kind of where are you again in One Piece?
I'm just getting towards the climactic fight on Punk Hazard.
Okay, so you know Law. Because that's what I was about to say. I feel like you're basically inhabiting Law, where it's just like you are like you're in. It's almost like you're in the world, and anytime the character does something that could maybe have any like basically what I'm saying is like I feel like typically when I see Luffy do something very abrupt and sudden and objectively stupid, I'm like, well, it'll be fine. He's Luffy. Fucking, they'll punch fight their way out of this one too. And I know, like, for example, Usopp is always going to give despite what he might say on the surface, he's going to give, if he's backed against the wall for his crew, then he's going to give the fight everything he got and eventually, like, come out on top, etc., etc.
Right.
Whereas you're kind of just like, no, you morons, this could have gone even better if you weren't morons, please.
Please.
And
I'm
I
fine
get
with
that.
characters being morons. I just like it more when they
Are
learn
intelligent morons.
from those moments. No, they're allowed to not be smart. I just wish that they would learn a little bit more from those moments and have them not happen as often.
I mean, I think I talked about this before. I don't know if I said it in relation to Luffy, and maybe this is why we should. I said this about Zay. Maybe this is why we shouldn't play D&D together. I was gonna say like that's how I approach D&D. Because even if a DM wants to like really follow through like consequences for something like maybe stupid I want to do and everything, like in a situation like that where I'm living the life of an adventurer and I see something I don't like, I see no reason why I, role playing as my character, shouldn't go up and knock the socks out of whoever is causing it. You get what I'm saying? And that's what Luffy does.
Yeah, and
so
yeah, he has I'd say he has a very black and white way of thinking.
yes,
And
same.
that came out in force in like Fishman Island, for example.
Yes, and it's great.
Right?
He's doing great in Fishman Island, especially when Jinbei.
He's doing great.
Especially when Luffy solved racism, and he did it the best way possible. So
Yeah.
Luffy is nothing if not these. And also, I mean, the thing I was talking about before is that one of my favorite parts with him is Vivi. Like, I feel like before you could make the argument of like Luffy's being stupid and Vivi is being very smart, but no, Luffy is like, hey, this is a bad situation, and if we go with your plan where you are trying to stop anyone from getting hurt, everyone is going to die. And Vivi is very upset to hear that. But then
Yeah, they had a spat.
yeah. But then Luffy punches her and just like, let us risk our lives separately from you, and then maybe this will all work out okay. Like that's what I'm saying. He's intelligent in that way, where it's just like, oh, he really had this shit pegged. In fact, the only reason I feel like Luffy does half the shit he does is because he is counting on the fact of like I will beat up everyone if I need to. It does not matter how many people come to get me in trouble. I'll fight my way out of it. So.
Yeah, and like, and he has brilliant moments. Like, only a character like Luffy would have resulted in Nami coming and actually like joining the crew for realsies.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
yeah, that's what
it's like. She betrayed us, and he's like, doubt.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I end up loving him, because again, I can get where you're coming from, where it's like this very easily preventable problem has been unprevented by Luffy. But for me, it's just like, no, he is gonna, no matter what is happening, he gets to the heart of the issue and punches it, and that never gets old for me. As long as it's a new issue every time, I could watch Luffy punch through all of them, and it will be the best. And it'll be the best thing ever. Go on.
I just hate it when he gets up on the soapbox and he says, I won't let my friends get hurt," and then
puts his situation that I can get.
And then he lets his friend get hurt, and he's like, "Fuck."
I mean,
now you've made me mad.
Who lived like that? Honestly, pretty valid. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I get that, Oak, but I feel like that's balanced because we're not going to spoil it, but there's a pretty big thing that happens about midway through One Piece and everything. And
right.
It fucking destroys it, because he was counting on like,
yep,
I'll be able to handle it, and then he couldn't, and he is yeah. So that's why, because like the one time it's really been of consequence and everything, Luffy was fucking dead. Like he could have. I think he could have died from shock alone. Like, which is saying something because he does not die very easily. He is very heartily made of rubber. So that's why like I can get like at the same time I think how you feel is completely valid because it is just a different way of kind of going through the journey and being invested into it like as much as anyone could ask you to be.
All I hope is that it happens way less post time skip.
Yeah.
Because I can if that is the case, and I'm pleasantly surprised by what happens going forward.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
I can look back on it and be like, all right, this is actually a very good example of character growth because you have this kid who punches his way through problems, sometimes problems he could have easily prevented, thinking, oh, you know what, things just work themselves out because everything works itself out in the end, and he's like, oh, it's fine, and then there's the one time where it doesn't.
Yeah. But I mean, to be fair, I mean, I don't know. I do think that growth is there. I just think it. Maybe you'll argue it's just like that's not what I want at all. So that'll be up to you after you get there.
No, I'm all for character growth.
I think that kind of is present, but I'm not sure it changes Luffy nearly to the degree you might be asking for.
I don't think it will either. I don't think he's gonna become fucking
number one.
John main character.
Oh well, okay, but I mean, at the end of the day, and I mean, it is kind of what the entire story is about. Luffy is just like, I don't like when bad things happen to people I like, and I will punch my way to solve them. And of course, the best solution for that would just be Luffy to be the strongest person in the world, and that's just the
Mhm.
shonen anime. And I
That's
hate
yep.
and I don't know how to tell you this, Oak. We are in a shonen anime, so
At the end of the day, we are in fact in a shonen anime.
yeah. I mean that might be like
Um,
why. Uh, uh, I mean like this moment isn't my top favorite of that arc, but like Enya's lobby and everything, like.
yep.
Right, that's kind of one reason I like it because he's like, I'm clearly not strong enough yet, but I'm going to be. And then he does the thing.
Right.
Luffy does the thing. uh, and like, so if you're just, so I would argue like if you don't like that kind of moment, then I'm not sure Luffy's character growth, which is also just kind of him getting stronger, is ever gonna
We'll see,
float your
right?
goat. Yeah.
I'm not gonna do outright dismissal either,
Hmm.
right? I'm not gonna give up before I've reached the end of the source material.
The
Like
end.
they turned one of the most annoying ass characters in Black Clover into one of my favorite characters.
So, I mean that
Um,
happens.
and that was also a shonen anime, so
People you hate become people you love because they grow. That's what makes the best. I mean,
they grow.
Sal mentioned Steven Universe, and I have my issues with that show because like everyone gets a redemption arc, but there is a character everyone loves, not from Steven Universe, but who does that thing, and like that's why everyone wants someone. You've got to be fucking kidding me. I'm not doing this. But like I was thinking of. But like that's why everyone loves Zuko. He had a character growth, and eventually everyone loved him. You're at your percent Mario 64.
You did it.
Yeah. See, here's the thing, Gold. I might actually do that one time, so we'll see. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, I was thinking about that earlier today because Stealth mentioned not too long ago that he was like, I went back and watched Steven Universe and really liked it, and that's valid because there's lots to love about Steven. I criticize it because if you take those away, it's only a show you can love, really. It has a lot of the characters are amazing. The art direction is great. It has cool world building, yada yada yada. That being said, I don't think every character ever should get a redemption arc. You know, some people are buttholes because they choose to be buttholes, and the best you can do with those people is just like not have them around, whether that means they're in prison or whatever else. Like just in general. Oh my goodness, I just remembered Lars from Steven Universe. He's great. That what they do with Lars and Steven Universe is fantastic. Honestly, the best redemption arc of that series. If I'm speaking from my point of view, he became a space pirate, and that's fantastic. So, just not showers. Yeah, yeah. Steven Universe. I mean, I've heard that Naruto doesn't talk no jutsu as much as people joke that he does, but Steven does. Steven does in fact talk no jutsu very often. So
Yeah.
I mean, what do you want from the kid? He's like 8, and then he's like 17,
He's like 8.
and he's traumatized. So
Maybe he shouldn't be.
maybe you should just don't get traumatized by war crimes, bro. That's cringe. It's kind of cringe, my guy.
Kind of cringe, my dude. You're bringing down the whole mood.
Steven, you're scaring the hose.
You're scaring the hose,
I'm
Steven.
scaring the hose. Harry,
Uh,
I'm good. I'm good.
The Steven Universe should have been a 5-minute short film. I mean, Steven Universe movie should have been a 5-minute short film where Steven looks directly into the camera and he's like, "I never want to hear about my mom ever again." And he would have been valid for saying that. So
We're not talking about my mom.
I hate my mom now. That so I mean my two those are my two big criticisms at the end of the day of Steven Universe. Is one, pacing, because like that was in part Cartoon Network, but then the show just kind of embraced it, which is questionable. But then two, is how they handle Rose, because Steven gets sick of her, but no one else does. Everyone else still thinks Rose is an angel, and like it's not like Steven is the only person who learns things about Rose. Everyone is surprised by her at some point in the series, so I'm just saying. Fuck, fuck! It's Sunday.
I'm just saying, fuck.
Fuck. I made a mistake. I will learn from my mistake and move on.
I will
Yeah.
learn from my mistakes and fuck.
Like, because even though, that, like, that I guess my Rose criticism kind of applies to Future more than anything else, I guess. Like, I love Future for that reason. because I'm only kind of joking when I say that's the Steven Universe movie. I think Steven is visually upset every time anyone ever mentions his mom, which is amazing. So,
To be fair,
to be fair,
children get upset.
yeah, when their
Like,
parents are
ew.
war criminals,
Ew. Don't talk about my cringe.
sick of my mom. You talk
Sick
about
of
my
my
mom one
mom.
more time.
Let's talk about your mom.
Yeah, I think that's what they committed so hard to the redemption arc thing. They didn't commit hard enough to the villain arc thing. Rose has a villain arc, I guess, if villain arcs can be constituted as discovering your dead mom's war crimes, and they can be. So like, if they went whole hog on that, and by the end everyone's like, yeah, I'm kind of sick of hearing about Rose, then I'd be like 10 out of 10.
I'm
No
good.
notes. I'm good.
I'm good.
Pearl should never want to hear anything about Rose Quartz for the rest of her immortal life. Like she should. Pearl is
no.
so sad, everything considered, and it's all, and it doesn't make me not like her. It makes me not like Rose. I'm sorry. I've been getting on this. I just think about it every time. Every time I think about Steven Universe, my first thing about is like I like Lapis, and then the second thing I think about is that I hate Rose Quartz. So
I hate.
I love Lapis design wise and everything else. She's just trying. She's just trying to chill out, and and Rose did awful, unspeakable things to to lots and lots of people. Steven loves Lapis. Steven loves Garnet. Steven loves Revolution.
Steven loves crime. Crime is fun.
Crime is fun. But yeah,
Crime's fun.
don't know. I hope that. I hope
that's-
anyone.
And that.
Go on.
I was like, go ahead, go ahead. I was going to say that that is a Cahill Comics fact.
That is a
Crime, fun.
Crime, fun. I mean, hey, I am a pirate. But I was just going to say that I hope anyone who likes, because like again, if I criticize it, one, it's because I care, but also two, I hope me saying fuck Rose Quartz it's not like if you like Steven Universe, you're not just like I'm sad now, because A, that's me caring about the show, and B, I've realized recently like I really like if there's one thing I need to tone down, it's, and like I don't do it a lot, but I've done it. I would say I don't know if I've done it at all really, but I think it can really bring down a piece of commentator media if they start ragdolling on something you're really invested in. So I don't want to do that, not at all. I want people to be able to enjoy this and not worry about if I drop the name of their favorite show and then just start teabagging it relentlessly. So
Yeah, teabag.
I don't know. Have you been through that, Oak, or nah?
Been through what?
Like where you're watching something and they start talking about something you like and you're like, oh, and then they're like, I hate that. Or would you say
Like the
you never
show
really-
does it?
No, just in general, like anything, like just whether
Those
you're
peop-
watching like a video, a review, yada yada yada.
Oh.
Yeah, just anything. Like people just like people you might watch or otherwise look up to and being like, I do not like the thing you like.
I mean, if it's like a harmless thing, they don't like a show or a character or a um or something like that. I couldn't care less.
That's fair.
I don't care. I couldn't care less about having differing opinion. Like we had differing opinions on Lupin. We're still friends.
That's true. I don't know. I
Because
mean, I
I
guess
assume you're not talking about like someone suddenly going completely fucking out of pocket and
yeah.
you just being like, whoa.
I mean, if anything, it's more so me being like, I don't want people to necessarily worry about. Don't worry about my opinion. If you don't already, but still, you know, yeah, I want everyone. If I want one,
Right.
if I want one thing, is I want people to have fun watching streams and stuff like that. You shouldn't have to worry about other junk while
Yep.
while hanging out here.
Yeah. As long as like you're still, you know, letting yourself speak your opinions on your own channel.
Yeah. I mean, I would say, if anything, it's more just being like, well, I don't like that thing. Let me be clear and concise about why I don't, and not just purely shit on it for the sake of shitting on it. Because that's old. That gets old real quick. Maybe
I
just
don't like old.
old people are gross. I don't know. I just think I was just think in general, there's enough negativity in the world. You know. Everyone thinks nothing matters, and they should be awful about that. I, however, think nothing matters, and I should be very happy about it.
Yeah.
Is that a weird thing to say?
And like there's a time and place for everything, right? Like
Well-
I don't care if you want to come to me with the
Yeah.
hottest fucking bullshitest take on whatever.
But do it at the
like-
right time.
Do that though, yeah. I'm not gonna pop into this call 3 minutes into your stream.
That's why I do private
Right.
calls now. That's why I do private calls now.
And just be like, Pirates of the Caribbean? Let me say something about that.
Let me say something very bad. Were you the one who said it, or was it Gold who said that on one of my streams? It's like, I don't particularly like Pirates of the Caribbean. It's like, why
It
are
was
you
me.
attacking me? Okay.
It was me.
Have you seen all of them or no? You don't have but this is the least weighted question, by the way. It's literally out of curiosity. Or is it just like you see one and it's like, I don't like this, or is it like, I've seen all of them?
I've seen 3 of them.
Okay, then yeah, that's all. Listen, when I say Pirates of the Caribbean, I mean Pirates of the Caribbean as directed by Gore Verbinski, which is which is Curse the Black Pearl, Dead Man's Chest, and At World's End. And I have bad news. If you don't like those, then I don't have any more Pirates content for you. I'm sorry.
Right.
That was as good as it was getting.
You don't have to apologize. It's just not for me. Then that's it.
Dude,
Right?
I don't
And,
know why
like,
you... Oh, go on.
Look. This is just the Luffy conversation all over again. Of
It
course,
is.
there are moments in Pirates of the Caribbean that are just
Oh, yeah.
fantastic.
Well, that's what I only asked that because I was like, do you just not like Luffy whenever he's on screen, or is it just a particular thing
Right.
he has a habit of
Right.
doing?
And
when
it's
you're
the
like,
it's the same thing about Pirates of the Caribbean. It's not that I don't like it just because it's on screen. It's just
overall,
the overall. Yeah, I just
overall dips into the
can't
negative.
say that I'm a fan of the entire package.
You don't like getting all greasy and then running around in the Caribbean?
You're making it sound less appealing with everyone.
I think that sounds incredibly appealing. I want to get as greasy as possible.
Yo, are we greasing up on the Caribbean over here?
You know, Pirates of the Greasa Bean, the Greasy Bean, which is my new coffee shop. Hello, my name is Hello, I am Mario.
I am Mario.
Were you the one saying you're not particularly excited for? No, that was Stealth. So it was like, one of my friends
For
was
what?
not Mario Wonder.
Finish. Yeah, I was gonna say finish the thought, and then I'll weigh in.
Are you excited for Mario Wonder? Tell me. Tell me now.
It's hard for me to get excited for stuff because I can't afford things.
That's fair.
Um, that said, like if I could buy it on release and play it, would I be interested in doing so? Yeah, yeah. Do
Okay.
I would I turn off the features of like other players putting down fucking checkpoints for me
Fucking.
and all that stuff? Probably.
Now, Oak. What kind of checkpoints would they? what would the checkpoints say? If you could let it, if you could think of
If
some
I could
examples.
put down if I could put down my own checkpoint.
Yeah.
Are
Like,
we
what
doing
would
the
they-
bit? Are we doing this bit again?
You know what?
Okay, so
Listen.
that's fine. Yeah, if I could put down my own checkpoint and put my own message, I would hit him with one of the classics. Behold, dog.
Oh! Oh! She said the thing.
I know.
It's a dog. When it was in fact not a dog.
Oh!
Anyway, so Oak, would you like $60?
I don't want 60. I mean, if I like, yes, I want $60. How would I spend the $60? Probably not on Mario Wonder in
Damn it.
several months.
Yeah. Anyway, everyone should go donate to Oak. She doesn't need to
No.
do anything to. Yes, no, shut up.
No.
Oak does not need to do anything to earn your money. Just look at her. Look into her iridescent slime. It tastes like jelly beans. Do you have a canon answer for how your slime girl tastes, Oak? Yes or no?
Honestly, probably tastes like crayons.
Sick. Oh yeah, she eats those,
Because-
doesn't she?
She eats crayons, and that's why she can change color.
I mean, I could eat a crayon. I could be like, it's like a bite out of her shoulder.
Right. Where I'm not allowed to talk about licensed like actual products. I just say crayons, but where I can, it's Crayola. It's just so many Crayolas. Oh, you're in ads right now.
Oh, well, luckily I'm just headed back to the Bowser spot. So let's not say anything too funny until the ads are done. Nom. Yummy.
Nom.
That slime girl served in Nom. She
Yeah,
was an American hero.
That's the character lore is that she's eaten every color of Crayola, except the macaroni and cheese one. That one's fucking disgusting.
Well, listen, they were so concerned with the color they didn't get to the flavor, and that's a problem.
That's a problem.
That's a problem.
That one was a mistake.
I would like to say, so I've said it before, of like, I like Kraft, and I recognize it's not actually mac and cheese, it's macaroni and yellow food stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Game Grumps did a thing on their 10-minute power hour where they tried like a bunch of different flavors of Kraft mac and cheese, because especially in Canada, that like Kraft is like a whole brand and it's Kraft dinner. And I would like to say that's an awful idea, because I would argue Kraft mac and cheese itself is already like a specialty food product. Like making variations on that is an awful idea. Like they're like, all of these are disgusting. You know, like I believe that. I wouldn't want to eat any of them. You know, like already when you are eating Kraft mac and cheese, you are putting yourself on a limb in the food consumption world. You know, like this probably shouldn't be food, but it is, and I'm gonna eat it anyway. Making
this
variations on
was
that. Yeah, go on.
Yeah. Like the FDA says that this is food, but like
I'm not sure I believe
asterisk
them.
that they couldn't fit on the box.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you need to buy the disclaimer DLC to know exactly
To know
how
exactly what
borderline not food.
to
this
know
is.
what food means in this context. So, listen, it is tasty orange sludge, and I'm okay with that. What I'm saying is that we shouldn't get experimental with the orange sludge. And I don't think that should be a hot take. Why was the cape not killing the wizard? Damn it. Well, don't die.
Okay.
A request. Nope. I'm literally the worst at Mario.
Mario.
Oh, we're never gonna Mario. We're never gonna do the Mario. Swing your arms. Oh, from side to side. Oh, wow. Ingredients are now spoilers. Listen. Also, hi, Nerf.
Ingredients are
Oh,
now
it's good to
spoilers.
see you. Nerf, talk about why you don't like Star Wars. No, I'm joking. Oh, my lord. Okay. So, when I was a child, my mom beat the love of Legos out of me. I'm joking. We moved and we didn't have space for them. So she was like, you know, like literally, we had to go to a smaller house. So she was like, hey, you can't do Legos. Well, it was more of a like, if you do Legos, you gotta take them apart after. And I was like, why would I do Legos then? So I didn't. But they're making a fucking. Do you know what a Venator is? Oak or no?
No, I don't.
You-
Can you enlighten me?
I will. It's only the coolest ship in all of Star Wars. Granted, this would be far too large of a ship for me to have if I existed in the Star Wars universe. But if I just got any ship and the crew to man it in Star Wars, this would be the one I'd pick. Because like anyway, that was Greg asked Barry if I could steal his bit. Thank you, Greg. Oh, Greg's gone. Anyway, this is a USCS Venator, and that's a fan-made Lego one. They're making an official one. They're making an official Venator. They're so cool. They got the dual bridges, so in case one blows up, you still have a bridge. They have a bunch of guns on the side, and it's basically a space. What was I thinking of? A space aircraft carrier. It's fantastic. I love Ahsoka, a character in show I'm not interested. I can't even joke. I love Ahsoka. That's good. Here's the thing. I don't think, from what I've seen, the Star Wars shows I've watched are not necessarily bad. At worst, a certain Star Wars show don't need to exist. At best, they are vastly improving upon the existing franchise, where previously there had been lackluster media. So you got your good ones, and you got your just like, if you want to watch it, then that's good. It brings you along for a ride, you know? So, but that being said, you know, Disney isn't paying their writers. So maybe we don't need that many Star Wars shows if they're not actually going to ethically make them. Everything should just, if you're going to do something, do it for fun, you know? If you're going to become a serial killer, do it for the fun.
Yeah. Remember what Reggie said. It's not fun. What's the point?
What's the point?
What's the point?
Like Luffy said. Gum gun, Gatling gun. He said that.
He did say that.
He did
It's
say
true.
that. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh yeah, I will say, because I didn't really get into it, because I wanted you to feel free to share and stuff like that. But yeah, like some people are just like, I hate Luffy. And I'm just like, it just reminds me of people in the show who are annoyed by Luffy. I'm like, but he's the best. He's gonna get it done. You can't get it done, can you? No, because
Yeah, but like historically speaking, people in the show that don't like Luffy come around.
Yeah. I think the best you could give those people is that they are law, but honestly, that would be a compliment to most of them. So you're a law for sure, Oak, because you're the best and smart and talented, and you tore out some men's heart that one time. That was wild to watch, I gotta say. Hey, Oak, have you ever been to America?
Yeah. Actually, I've been to the States a couple times.
Gotcha. Have you ever been to Disneyland?
I know. Actually, I can count on one hand the number of places in the States I've been to.
Is it New York?
Vegas.
Ooh, no. Well, actually, you could do better. But
End of list.
end of list. Oh no, that's unfortunate. Vegas is just in general. There are better places than Vegas, you know.
I believe you. I just
Didn't go to those better places.
No. Let me tell you a quick story. So
Uh huh.
my old workplace had like this um
I
I'm
really.
so sorry.
No, you're good.
So my old workplace, as much as I hate it now, I
Mm-hmm.
really liked how much free stuff I got out of it back then. But my workplace had this currency that you can earn,
Yes,
um,
I'm familiar with
and
that
you
kind of.
you mostly earned it by working on weekends or
Gotcha.
putting in like extra time and stuff.
Uh huh.
Um, and when I was younger, that was less of a problem
Mm-hmm.
than it is now. So I had a wealth of these points built up,
Mm-hmm.
and they sent out an email to the company that Sunday evening, 9:30 p.m. And the email was, "Hey, if you have at least 10 of these points, the first 3 people to respond to this email get to go on a trip to Vegas."
Oh heck yeah. Well, hey, I mean, I will say, at least when you get to go to Vegas, it's free. Cause like,
Yeah, so I went and it was free, and we gambled to see who would actually. So like,
yeah, did you
there were
actually win
three of us
anything?
in one. There were 3 of us in one room.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yes, you. Yeah, I was paid a salary on top of all of this.
Just to make sure.
Just to clarify, I did
Listen,
in fact have a salary as
it
well.
is a great
Um,
distinction. So.
yeah, no, okay, yeah, it's important to point out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so there were 3 of us in a room. Two on the couches and one in the bedroom to themselves with the king size bed.
Uh-huh.
And we gambled to see who would get it during the first half, and gambled again to see who would get it during the second half. I
Mm-hmm.
won, and I got it during the second half.
Heck yeah.
Uh, Fucking beautiful bed.
Heck yeah.
Um,
Again, glad most of this was at least somewhat paid for by your company, because uh, like Vegas is cool to an extent, but like it's not
mhm.
nearly as cool as it. Vegas likes to think it's a lot cooler than it actually is, when there's just so much hookers and people trying to take your money. um, I've heard
Right,
that.
right.
I heard that like for an actually good party city, New Orleans is pretty great. Um, but if it's like I have the option of going to Vegas for free or never going, I'd be like, yeah, you should probably go for free just to see it at least, you know.
Yep.
So had a
Yeah,
good
I
time.
got to go to a farm boy. Uh,
Oh what?
I think that's what it was called.
I've never heard of that. I mean, that might just be an old
Okay.
West Coast thing, but a West Coast or Vegas thing. I don't know. I mean, I
Um,
keep commenting how I just think Disneyland is
the
just a nice place to hang out. So that's why I'm like, so when I was like, you've been to the States, and and you were like, yeah, Vegas. I was like, no, not there.
No, not there.
Listen, New York is disgusting, but that's part of it. New York knows exactly how disgusting it is, and completely accepts that. So Vegas likes to think it has a hint of classy to it, and it's like Vegas, no. There are so many condoms and call girl cards and people
Oh yeah,
trying to take
we
your money.
collected the
Yes.
we basically had like a call girl card TCG going on
Yeah.
while we were there too.
Listen, when people say support sex work, I get it, but also at the same time, I end up thinking of that, and I'm just like, that's excessive. That would be if I was like support the dairy industry, and then I made you swim in an Olympic sized swimming pool of milk. It's just like I don't need to support it this way. There's probably better methods of doing this. far too much milk. But yeah, so I mean, I am glad that trip. It sounds like it went well. Did it go well? Would you say?
It was. Yeah.
Sick.
I only ended up being down $100,
That's not too bad. I mean, yeah,
which
because
is
that.
it was pretty good considering how much I spent.
Yeah. Well, I was about to say, like, I haven't gotten the chance to gamble yet, despite having been to Vegas and such before. But
Yep.
in the chance I ever do go for the sake of gambling, I'll just be like, this money is lost, and if I win, if I ever go into the black, if I ever like make a positive out of this, then I will be done because it's just like because otherwise, like that's how they get you. It's just like, up, you won. It's like, yeah, I'm leaving now. It's like, wait, what? No, you have to stay. And it's like, I don't. Please.
You have to stay.
You can't just not keep gambling. It's like, watch me. I made $100.
Watch. I'm leaving.
I gotta.
It's like, but if you stay but here, we'll give you a free drink right here, right now, if you continue to gamble.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just take the drink, you drink it, and then
Exactly,
you leave
yeah.
anyways.
Picked up Doc. My part. Yeah. I mean, New York. New York is the place where the fact America doesn't like spending any money on infrastructure. Mario has defeated Larry Koopa in Castle 7. All that is left is Bowser's Castle, where Princess Toad's duel is being held. Can Mario rescue her and restore peace to Dinosaur Land? New York is the place where America not wanting to spend money on infrastructure really shows, because there's just garbage everywhere. Because, you know, in like a town, putting the garbage out on the street once a day makes sense, and it's usually not that much of a problem. But in New York, when they say put the garbage out on the street is filled with garbage, and that is always happening all the time. That's on top of any other problems New York has. No matter what, that part is intended, meaning no matter how well New York is doing, at some layer, there's always a level of garbage on the street at all times. So, like, it is kind of worth going, but if you're like, it'll be like a nice place to go and see right now, a lot of people don't complain about New York being dirty. New York knows it's dirty. they're not really doing too much about it, and that's just part of it. So
They just need snow plows in the summer,
yeah, for their garbage.
but they just get renamed the garbage plows.
The garbage plows. The garbage plow is what they call me when I
Mr.
hire a
Plow,
prostitute.
that's my name.
Mr. Plow, don't wear it out.
My name again is, oh god, that's so much garbage.
I do like New York. I wouldn't like live there per se, but like, you know, if nothing else, New York is a wonder just because of the way it is and the history that has brought it to that point, you know? Such a densely populated area with so much just stacked on top of each other. And that's because at one point they were just funneling anyone who was coming to America through it, and a good amount of people just stayed there, and then also everyone decided to do business there, yada yada yada. And like there's an entire state. When you look at New York State, have you ever seen a picture of what New York State looks like? Oak or no?
I've seen pictures. I played Spider-Man. I played Marvel
Well,
Spider-Man.
no. That is
I've
Manhattan.
been to Manhattan.
Yeah, that's Manhattan.
Digitally.
No, okay. Listen, I'm going
I
to
had
send
to
you.
confirm or deny some some landmarks.
I'm going to like send you a picture because I need to drive something home for you because it's very funny
Okay.
when you really realize it. Yeah, okay. Here is a picture of what the state of New York looks like. Because you don't count on me to know what the territories look like. I don't count on you to know anything about the states. Okay, so that highlighted like triangle basically, that is the state of New York in which the city is located in, right?
Okay.
Now, if I asked you to guess where New York City was in there, you would never guess because it's not. New York City, one of the most densely populated, and just biggest cities in the world is located on a very, very tiny island just outside of that state that is closer to New Jersey than it is to the state it's a part of. Like, it is probably the smallest bit of land they could have possibly chosen to put this city on. And granted, I know it's like probably for like port reasons and stuff like that, but I cannot. New York is not by any means a small state, but they chose to put its biggest part in every sense of the word in the most crammed location possible. So it's really astounding when you look at it.
I'm finding it a little. I'm finding it just like a tiny bit challenging to focus on the picture you sent because if I scroll up in this chat, just 2 messages, I see a picture of Trixie, Katya, and
Watching,
Mihawk
yeah,
with the subtitle "Sexy shove that crucifix right up my pussy."
yes. Listen, I feel like I know for a fact that's something I can say because we love Trixie and Katya here. I feel like I know when a drag queen is not into something because drag queens will typically just wear their interest on their sleeves, especially if it means they get to do an act of that like theme and stuff like that. So I know for a fact I haven't ever heard of a drag queen that likes One Piece because I would have heard about that drag queen at some point talking about One Piece. So, um,
Mhm.
that's the again that's the great thing about the live action. At the very least, you get to introduce people who would not take the time to watch the anime or read the manga, and introduce them to this world, which is full of so many lovable things. And again, that's why I don't compare it to other shonens because other shonens I wouldn't say like, the world. You gotta fall in love with the
The
world. It's usually
world,
like there are cool fights.
that world.
There I
There are
like this
cool
character.
fights.
Yeah,
There's
but
show him a picture of Chopper. You're like this,
this thing, rack. I really
this.
hope. I really hope. On some level, Chopper live action Chopper should look like Detective Pikachu, as so many people have joked about. Because honestly, that's
Yeah,
probably the best we're going to
it better
do.
not be practical. It
Yeah,
better. I'm gonna advocate for CG Chopper.
yeah,
It can't be practical. It's
completely
gonna be
valid,
a fucking nightmare.
completely valid. Um, but on the other hand, because Echira Oda has never drawn Chopper to actually look like this, I wouldn't mind if they just made a CGI raccoon. Because everyone in the world of One Piece was like, Chopper, you look like a raccoon. And Chopper was like, I'm Wicket, not a raccoon. So if they just
I'm
make
wicked,
like
not a
a,
raccoon.
yeah, if they just make like a much cuter Rocket Raccoon to be Tony Chopper, I will actually be okay with that. Because for once the running joke in the series will make sense, as opposed to it never making sense. Okay. I hope it's a kid in a suit. Yui, no! You can't hope for that. I refuse to let you hope for that. Take your hope back.
Take it back.
Take it back and put it down the drain. You awful man, you. No child deserves that kind of treatment. That being said, Scream star Jamie Lee Curtis has been like, I want to act as Kira, well before they ever even mentioned the live action One Piece. So I hope she gets to be Dr. Kira, because A, I love Doctorine, and B, I would love it if Jamie Lee Curtis was Doctorine. So that's all I have to say.
It would. I have to say though, a kid in a suit would be kind of funny, especially when you consider what would happen to that kid in the suit when the Rumble Ball comes into play.
Just eating drugs.
Just eating drugs.
I would like to imagine it because Chopper's full. Because so for those of you who don't know, Tony Chopper is a member of the Straw Hat Crew, and he is a reindeer. That's the end of the sentence. He's just a reindeer, but he ate the human fruit, which is a fruit that turns you into a human. That doesn't do much for, as far as we know, for anyone who is a human. But if you're a reindeer, you get to be a human now. So that's why he's a part of the crew. And his full human form looks akin to a Sasquatch actually, because it's a very buff 6 foot tall man covered in hair. So if we are going with the route that Chopper should be a kid in a suit, then I would like that kid to be in an even bigger suit when he goes full human, and instead of like getting like The Rock to play it or something, it's like just this kid on stilts in like an inflated man suit walking around. I think that would be fantastic. That'd be even better. Because, I mean, Monster Point. Monster Point can be practical because I feel like that would honestly look good with how they would do it. Monster Point, which is another transformation of Chopper. Is very skilled using his fruit. He can do many transformations in between reindeer and man. But Monster Point, like, usually the problem with practical is like it typically is hard to make it like move fast or otherwise uh look very dynamic or whatever, because like you're sculpting, you spend a while sculpting a thing to make it look right. Sometimes it's not the most mobile, or whatever. That's why all the Power Ranger villains look so weird. But I don't think like Monster Point's whole thing is that it's strong. Like it doesn't necessarily have to worry about being fast or dynamic. So I think they could make a big practical Monster Point thing, and it would look real cool. Can I go back? I didn't think this. I thought I was on a different level. Oops. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking, Gold. Like cinema, if they're actually putting their whole streamussy into this live action One Piece, then when Chopper goes Monster Point, it should look like an old school monster film. Like he should have the best parts and best and most unsettling parts of what was I thinking of those classics, all in one, to actually really sell both how powerful the form is and at least at the start what it kind of costs for Chopper to do it. So again, this will make no sense to anyone who doesn't watch One Piece, but I mean, have you not already stopped watching my streams? Because that's kind of, I mean, I'm flattered by that, honestly. Okay. Say what you will about Mario's water levels, but they never made you worry about air like Sonic, and that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. I know,
Big
like,
plus, big plus.
Listen, it works in Subnautica, but Subnautica is in part a horror game. I don't think you want to simulate the experience of claustrophobically running out of breath while submerged in water. I don't think anyone wants to really partake in that in any way. So, Nerv, I feel like I can say if you like Star Wars, there's a good chance you like One Piece. Like if you like the Clone Wars, then you probably like One Piece. I can see many similarities in there because you get to focus on a lot of different people in an ever expanding world, and that's basically what the Clone Wars does. Like the biggest selling point of the Clone Wars. Get to actually kind of experience the Star Wars universe as opposed to just having an event take place in it. There's so much though. I say read. Okay, Nerf, let me say this. You should read it because one, that is the original form of the media as it was penned by its altruistic author, Eiichiro Oda. Two, you can take that at your own pace, and it is like $2 on your phone, so you can just like read it whenever you're bored. And three, the anime has some really bad pacing moments, so then you don't have to worry about sitting through however long the anime is. You can just read it as much as you want. That being said, you also absolutely don't have to read One Piece. I think it's a fantastic story, and a lot of people would enjoy it if they gave it a chance, because I did after I gave it a chance. So consider it. But if you don't want to, completely valid. There's lots of other good media out there. There's lots of other good media and or media you will enjoy. Not necessarily an overlap, but it can be. It's a Venn diagram. Look at my friend Oak. She's a Venn diagram.
Hi. I'm a Venn diagram.
You are a living Venn diagram. How does it feel?
It feels good, and it's kind of fun.
Sick. Oak, what are the different parts of your Venn diagram? Please tell us now.
Okay, so it's a three-parter.
Uh-huh.
The first part is funny.
Funny.
Okay, funny.
Uh-huh.
You're right. You're right. Sorry, not funny. Not like comedic or like tells good jokes. The first one is funny, as
Funny.
in as in the act of making a friend suffer for my own entertainment.
For a bit.
Um,
Doing a bit
Mhm.
is the first circle.
um, the second circle
Oh, I'm at Bowser.
is um, the second circle is dairy products, chocolate
Yeah.
milk, cheese,
Choco milk.
the fact that I'm lactose intolerant, um, and it's all still in there. Um, the third circle is
That's bullshit. This game's
blank
bullshit. Blank.
because
It could be anything. It's so open-ended.
it represents nothing and also infinite possibilities, but also I ran out of ideas.
But also I didn't. But also, Cahill, you forced me. Ah, clown! You forced me into this bit, and I didn't know where to go. I don't know why you can't spin a Mecha Bowser. That's bullshit. Also, I love the fucking Popeye animation Peach does in this game. Let's see if she. Let's see if we get to see it. Oh, yeah, she like wiggles. Oh my lord. I imagine I have to go back to the start, so I'm going to get power-ups again. I never noticed this about this game, so it's more of a nitpick than anything. You can't spin some enemies. And I think that's BS. A spin is an attack. Why is it any different from a fireball? You know? Like, I can get spins can do some things fireballs can't and vice versa, but they are an attack, so why wouldn't they be... why can't they just attack? Anyway. Oh, you did very good with that forced improv I made you do.
Oh,
So,
thank you.
your reward is 1 chocolate milk.
Yeah, fuck yeah, let's go! Chocolate milk,
I will
baby!
be sending it over the mail.
Oh, fuck, it's gonna...
Unrefrigerate it in a cardboard box.
Uh,
Loose in a cardboard box.
oh god, the UPS driver's gonna throw up when he hands it over.
You're gonna receive an empty, stained box at some point in the near future.
God, he's gonna hand me the world's fucking smelliest box and a court order appearance, and like, I have to appear in court.
You have to
Like,
be
what
like,
did I do? I didn't do
I
this.
didn't send a biological weapon to Canada.
I didn't inflict this upon you. You gotta take it to the real threat, to Cahill, and then
I'm out of their jurisdiction.
Cahill has left the country.
Yeah. I'm not in Canada or any of its allies. I'm at the sea. Forget about touching grass. I need to touch the sea. I need to go in there.
Cahill has fled to the sea. I'm like, oh, he got away again.
We tried to approach him. He fired an 18-pound cannon at us. First off, we don't know where he got that. Second off, we definitely weren't ready for an 18-pound cannon. It's wild he owns that. Oh, you never gave me an answer about circumnavigating the globe.
I said no.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then you instead of just accepting the no, you seem to latch onto the theory that I have like another friend
Circumnavigate the globe.
who has a boat. Who I'm more willing to circumnavigate the globe with.
Well, I believe because the way you rejected me was specifically, do you have a boat? And I was just like, why does that matter in this context?
Right, I did ask if you had a boat. That's true. That's true. I did do that.
That's why I'm like, oh, well, I am a mistake of a human. Why can't I jump here? Are there any fucking power-ups in this level? Or am I screwed for the second time? Because I'd hate that.
The only other place I know that you get power-ups is like in between phases of the boss.
I am so upset at how this Switch is behaving right now. Look at these cute little guys. They say, yippee! Oi! Oi, I'm gonna do it. So happy to be here. And then these guys are like, oh yeah. And then I kill them. Mario, help! Oh no!
Oh no! Mario, you sound pretty happy for someone who just screamed, "Oh no!" Oh
Clown.
no!
Clown. Oh no, a clown! I have a phobia. Mario, she's like someone trying to entertain you and wearing makeup. I know! It is an irrational fear. I'm working with a therapist. Well, glad to hear you're taking your mental health seriously, Mario. Oh no!
Oh no!
You've got to be... Bowser, stop stopping! There we go. Do we get her animation? Please. Please! Oh my... Oh. Oh, sweet Christ. I don't remember this at all. Oh, there she is. Help! I love that Popeye ass animation. How's the floundering? I've floundered pretty hard. Wouldn't you say, Oak?
I think you're doing fine.
Thanks, Oak. Oak, I think you're pretty fine.
Don't say it about me.
Well, there's no. Do I have to jump on that and like jump up to him? Or is he gonna throw out? No, okay. Listen, if he's gonna throw new shit at me, I want to make sure that the old shit isn't there yet. Isn't there still. Hey, I did it. Oh, does the clown car cry?
Hi, Juice.
Clown car cries. Hi, Juice. Well, so what is everyone saying? Is it that I'm bad at video games? I am. So many cuties in chat. Here to watch me fail.
Wow.
Wow. Failure. Damn it. This giant iron ball won't stop me. I can't read. Those are two unrelated facts. There we go. Oh, no! I swan to John if you throw fire at me. If you throw happy fire at me.
He's gonna throw fire at you.
I'm so mildly inconvenienced by this. I can deal with a bouncy Bowser. As long as he's bouncing on my... That's actually easier to hit him like that. When he's coming at me. Like Cleopatra. Is that it? I win. Oh, yes! And now there's a Metroid explosion sequence. And if I die during that,
and he fucking died.
Mario's Adventure. is over. Mario, the princess, Yoshi, and me are going to take a vacation. That's right, chat. I'm not coming back after this. I don't know why I'm acting like everyone should leave stream. That's a very bad idea on my part. Please don't leave me. Oh, now we get the very good music. Oh my gosh. A hint of romance between these two. Modern Nintendo could never. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, we did it. We beat Super Mario World.
Yahoo!
So how did you enjoy playing this game again?
I didn't. I wasn't the one playing.
I don't believe you. Oak, take credit for all the failures. Now, please. Please! Ba-do-boom.
No.
Ba-do-ba-do-do-do. A-do-da-do-da-do-da-da. It's very good music. Now, we could have... Now, of course, I could have done the thing where, you know, you do like a fireball in the shell with Yoshi and then skip right to these credits, because I am that good at the game. I just didn't. You know. I know how to. I've done it. I do it about every other Sunday. But yeah, I just didn't feel like it. So, who should we raid, chat? Oh, wait. Trying to find. I was gonna say Travis McElroy is playing Baldur's Gate 3, but some people might not want spoilers. Oh, I'm hearing an ad on Twitch. Fantastic. No hit run. Go. You're so right. That's a great idea, and definitely something I can accomplish. Oh, they're having a party! That's very cute. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. Ba-dum, ba-da-da-dum. Ba-dum, ba-dum, It's all little baby Yoshis that you use in the new Super Mario Bros. You get connective tissue.
Congratulations!
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All of these children.
Oh wait, we got the Parabomb, the Paragoomba, Lakitu, Fishing Lakitu. I don't think I ever even saw Fishing Lakitu. Amazing Flying Hair Brother, Super Koopa, Jumpin' Piranha Plant, Charging Chuck, Volcano Lotus. That's not very creative, honestly. Sumo Brother, Monty Mole, Pokey, and Bullet Bill. I love a Monty Mole. Monty, I love you. Bonsai Bill, Mega Mole, Rex. The dragon's name is just Rex.
I love you, Monty.
Dino Rhino, Dino Torch, the Koopas. Just normal ass Koopas. Spike Top, Swoopers, Buzzy Beetle, Blarg. 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 My name is Blurp.
Blurp. Blurp.
Blurp. Blurps.
Blurp. Blurp. Blurp.
Porcupuffer. Rip Von Fish. I don't like Rip Von Fish. Eries, Boo Buddies, Fish and Boo. The Big Boo.
Da Big Boo.
My Big Boo. Dry Bones, Little Sparky, Bony Beetle, Thwimp. I need a Thwimp in my life. Fishbone, Ball and why do the traps get a name? Why does the furniture get named? We're gonna rate Big because he's playing Bloodborne. Reznor. We fought him twice. Like he just kept popping up. But yeah, we're gonna raid good old Captain Pig because one we were talking One Piece, and two, Bloodborne. Love of Bloodborne. So. Bows. Oh, good. I'm still scared of the clown. Please. Thank you so much for eating my soup.
My
Anyway.
soup.
Thanks everyone for joining me. I died like about 130 times basically. That's a lot, but at the same time, I think we had fun. So, we're gonna rate big, and then I'll be back tomorrow and probably sometime after that with Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Nuzlocke. I hope you'll join me for it. But yeah, I'll see y'all later. Goodbye.